start with a group that's on the ground. No, we'll start with Arya. What would Arya like to do? So you are from what I remember.
I'm climbing down in the middle of a load of spider webs, using Molder to.
Yes,
move
but at one point
and
you
try and
decided to start like Minecrafting out and just kind of building outwards with your mold earth, and somewhere up above is the death
Yeah,
kiss.
it spoke to me, didn't it? So I know it's there. Arya's probably wishing that she would have just stayed by the hearth at home, and she's dreaming of better days, and she does not want to be after like watching what's it called go down. Phaedra, what was it?
Mm-hmm.
Watching Phaedra go down, she's not feeling that she wants to go down either, but she knows that she's not going to get anywhere fast with that thing because it floats, so she's gonna yeah, she's gonna jump, I think, but on the way down she's gonna
Wave.
yeah, she's gonna wave as she passes you all. Like, bye guys. No, she's gonna shout Geronimo like as she goes down with a long, like, you know, using all the breath up to make it last as long as possible.
Okay, now
In the
my
hope that
understanding
people hear
is that the bard has already used his reaction to do Featherfall.
her. Oh shit! Right, okay.
Am I right in saying that, Dylan? I mean, pretty sure.
I don't know how many rounds.
This is all happening very fast. In fact, give me everybody, no, especially Giles, give me a perception hearing check with disadvantage because A, you're surrounded by spiders, and B, the sound down here is deafening.
You want me to roll on that?
Want me to roll a what?
Perception.
Yes, but with disadvantage, unless someone has something that gives them advantage on hearing.
I did say I'm shouting though, yeah.
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 I'm trying to see if they can hear you over the sound of the noise down here, and also,
Okay.
you know, kind of peel their eyes away from these hundreds of spiders you're surrounded by.
Come on, Giles.
14.
14.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Disadvantage as well.
Disadvantage as well. You hear someone above shouting Geronimo. You're going to use up another spell slot.
I think I'm going to have to.
Thanks, Giles.
So let's have a read of this. Choose 5. The falling
Okay,
creature's
now.
rate slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage and can land on its feet. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. Out of the darkness above, Arya gets... She's preparing herself to go splat. And with a single motion of his hand, Giles manages to tear his eyes away from the impending doom in order to save Arya from her doom. And she gently lands on the ground.
In shock. She's in shock. Like, what the hell has just happened there? And then
4 of you are now in the Underdark. You are surrounded by these spiders that haven't made any move. Now, someone tried to wave the amulet, which didn't seem to do anything.
No, it did not.
Peter.
So there's probably about a 60 foot to 60, let's say 80 foot radius around you. You're completely surrounded by them. Yes, Dylan.
Still at title screen.
That's okay. I'm not prepared for any of this. So, but there's barely any maps.
Yep, no worries.
It's theatre of the mind.
That's what I usually think, so I don't say out.
This time,
This time
it's because
yeah, so we're surrounded.
I mean, you've all been in many forests before, but none have felt like this.
Are we still in initiative?
No. These
Can I ask
spiders just are the on this standoff with you. Go on.
I'm going to ask the door, is there any other way out?
The door looks at you. I mean, what, are you just kind of holding it out and talking to it?
Yes.
It looks at you and looks around and it says, "I've never been here before, boy."
Okay. I'm going to strap him onto my back. I'm going to say, well, hold on. I'm going to strap him to my back.
Oh, I forgot my webcam. You're gonna strap him to your back, okay? He says, that's a lot of spiders."
Yes. Yes, it is.
Very observant.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
No, go on. I was just thinking.
I was just gonna say, is the one that's particularly bigger than the rest, like the mummy spider, or?
They're all the same size, huge.
Are they just looking at us at the moment?
Yeah. I
They
mean,
don't-
you presume so. Occasionally, like, you can catch like a reflection in their eyes, as every so often they blink.
Is there a way out, like a door or somewhere?
You are in completely open, uncovered ground. You can't actually see the walls. You can just about make out the outline of the gaping maw that is the cave that you came down from above, and then it's just an enormous cavern, presumably, because it's so freaking dark.
And here's a question for you. Can I speak in gaseous form?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Well, assume you don't have vocal cords.
I mean, you're a cloud of gas.
Um.
You speak in farts.
Yep.
Are these spiders considered beasts, Peter?
Are they what?
Are they considered beasts? Spiders?
That's metagaming. You can assume. I mean, spiders are, lovable or hateable little skitterers that run around your hovel and eat flies.
Oh no.
These things.
How do they speak with animals?
Out of game. Also, yes.
I'll just speak with animals then, because it gives me the ability to verbally communicate with beasts.
Okay. What do you say?
He's just gonna close his eyes and you'll just hear guttural sounds coming from Grog, and he's gonna open back up and he's gonna just look at the spider closer to him and he's gonna say, "Will you allow us to pass? There is a death kiss coming, and he is coming for all of us, not just the humans, the spiders also."
Silence.
I'll take a step forward with the spider amulet out.
Take a step forward, they don't move.
I'll take another step forward.
Nothing happens. Complete silence.
How far away from them am I?
About 80 feet.
40
feet. It's an 80-foot radius of spiders. Circle of spiders.
I don't know what to do.
The gas cloud will waft with Grog.
Okay, they don't react. They just stand there.
Shall we just try and all move along?
Yeah,
Not
just-
reacting?
Yeah, let's just all start slowly moving.
Just
along.
carefully. Yeah, watch out for spiders' webs and all. Stepping carefully.
There's no movement. You're just getting closer to them.
Okay.
Are you all going in the same direction?
Yes.
Yeah.
As a unit. How far are you going to go?
Right up to them. It's either we have to try and go through them, or the death kiss is going to come down and pick us up.
You go right up to them. You see their enormous eyes, the size of fists, hundreds of eyes stare down at you. You see their mandibles chittering as they seem to look over your head, past you. Their eyes aren't like focusing down on you.
Okay. What are they looking at?
You turn around. You can't actually see the other spiders because they're so far away. It is pitch black. Other than whatever your dark vision can see in black and white.
So if we try and move through them, if we're right up to them, they haven't. Should we try and move through them? Because they're looking above, they're looking past us.
Yeah, they can probably sense that there's something else worse than us up there.
Let's try and move through them then, Peter, please.
Okay. You move literally through them. You wave your hand like as if to
illusions.
push them aside, and your arm just kind of sinks into this inky blackness, and you pull your hand out and
Sneaky.
Sneaky illusions. Okay, let's just go. Is there only one way for us to go, or can we see any other? Does it split off? Does it branch off anywhere?
You can't really see the other end of this cavern if it is indeed a cavern. This place is cavernous. I can't emphasize how cavernous this is.
I'm going to do some risky stuff. I'm going to drop gaseous form. So out of the form just dissipates and out drops Andrew looking battered to hell. And I'm going to cast, I'll look around and go, who needs healing?
Me.
I'm
Everyone.
coughing. Yeah, Grog coughs some blood up and goes, I wouldn't mind.
So I'm going to cast on myself and on Grog, Cure Wounds at first level. So Grog, you take
Nice.
10 points of healing, and I take 5 points. Better than nothing. And
Is that two separate spells you're casting?
yeah. So
Right.
one healing words after, and I'm going to pull out I had this on me, a greater potion of healing.
Oh!
Knock
And
it
I'll-
back.
I've got 2 of them.
It's
we
funny
have
when
some.
someone says the word potion, everybody goes, "Oh, I've got loads of things."
I've had it.
Oh.
I've had it since we met that woman, dipshit Kevin's wife. She gave us some. Oh no, Grog found it in the.
I found 2 normal potions in the altar,
All right, so I had a normal potion because you gave me one.
and then we got some greater ones from elsewhere.
Yes. So I will. If nobody else does, how's Giles looking?
Giles is looking half killed.
As opposed to full kill.
As opposed to full killed.
I'll hold it out to Giles and I'll go, do you need this? Because I'm running a little low on the tank.
I've got 18.
I pop
Giles
it.
just has like a bit of a.
On a scale of 1 to 34, I mean.
Yeah. I'm feeling 8 out of 85. I will pop the potion, which is you'll have to remind me because I haven't used a potion in a while. Is it 1d?
I think we're right. Is it a greater?
No, mine's a mine's a basic bitch potion.
This
think
one,
it's-
have I got these then? I've got 2 greater have I?
Yeah, they're legitimate. I remember you picked them up.
Are they? All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
drink
Healing.
one, and then I'm gonna let everyone know that.
Oh, 44.
Right,
I've
potion
got
of
one
healing. Standard one is 2d4 plus 2. A greater one is 4d4 plus 4.
So sorry, mine was 2d4, wasn't it? Plus
Yes.
4.
And if you got greater, then it's 4d4 plus 4.
Right. Does Grog want this other potion of greater healing then? Because although I'm feeling not tip top, but I'm feeling a bit better, I can probably manage if Grog wants this because he seems to get hit more.
Grog would not mind having more health because it will probably help the group.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can have a greater potion of healing. I'll
So
click it,
what's
then
that?
it'll disappear.
44.
Yeah. Can you click that thing in the thingy?
Yes, hang on. Oh no, it just makes it smaller or larger. I'll just roll 44 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh,
12,
gutted, there's
that
2
was
ones
not
in there.
Uh,
And for my for my final spell slot, I will look around and say, we need to do this stealthily. We can't afford to lose anybody else. And I will cast Pass Without a Trace as the final spell slot that I have. So that is a actually I have 1 more spell slot left, thank God for that. Everyone gets a +10 to dexterity, and we can't be tracked by magical means, and we leave behind no tracks or traces of our passage. I'll say, let's go now.
love that spell.
On you, yes, it's just adding gasoline to a fire.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we're heading through the spiders then, yeah? Is that what we've did through the imaginary spiders?
Yeah, you pass through them. You turn around and you see that the backs of them are like malformed and weirdly out of focus, a bit like my hands. So if my face is the face of the spider, my hands are the backsides. They're not right. They're quite clearly some kind of illusionary trap. Some kind of illusory trap. But yeah, you clear them. The ground below is still, it's just rock. But as you begin to walk, you can tell that your footsteps are muted, like you're used to. You're used to, like, you're walking and you can hear your feet slapping on the floor, but after the druid cast Pass Without a Trace spell, as you look down, there's almost like a swirling well of darkness just circling around your feet.
I will say
How
to
long
the
does this
group.
last?
Also, I think it's
1
called-
hour.
Yeah, 1 hour. So we book it. I'll also pull out of my pocket the scroll of recall, and I'll hold it up to the group and say, if it gets worse, we use this. We find a different way in, and we've learnt.
Agreed.
Okay, what else do you do? Feel free to spitball.
Oh, spitball. Is this just a giant cavern?
It doesn't seem to end.
Does-
Keep going in the same direction then, till we find
Do we feel
either no
any?
floor or a wall.
Yeah. Do we feel any airflow?
The air down here is cool and crisp. It hasn't really changed in either direction since you arrived. It's okay. Maybe crisp is even going too far. It's just right. It's not t-shirt weather, and it's not jumper weather. It's just fresh. So wind-wise, there's the occasional like gust. You know, like when someone opens a door somewhere and closes it, and you just get like a momentary gust through the house. It's that.
Can we tell from where the gust is coming from?
It comes from random directions.
Hmm.
It's not like the surface world, and I'm probably gonna be saying it a lot. It's not like the surface world where you just get like, it's a southwesterly wind. It's not like that.
Yeah. I'll put my hand to the ground, and I'll waft it around like I'm wafting, air. Does the darkness seem to dissipate, or is it just almost clinging?
The darkness is from the spell that you cast. It cushions your footfalls as you walk. It just cushions you.
Oh, I thought it was just like flowing dark goo wind on the floor, but no, that's my spell. Never mind then. With dark vision, who doesn't have dark vision?
I've got it.
I've got it.
Grog's gonna turn to the group and say, "Just look away a minute." And then, as they look away, Grog's gonna whip his ding dong out. He's gonna piss on the floor to see which way his piss goes. To see if it runs downhill in a particular direction. No point wasting water. It's a valuable resource.
It pools at your feet.
As this happens, Andrew goes, "You were holding it in, weren't you, Grog?"
Yeah.
Can we not see any walls or anything then, Peter? Even with our dark vision, we can't see like a shaded tunnel or, the end of this cavern.
Think of yourself as being in a completely dark room. You can't really see the walls.
Is it a bedroom with beds?
No, you can't feel around the bedposts or anything here.
Are there any mushrooms growing? Because they need moisture to grow.
Interestingly, no. Where are you standing right now?
You're gonna hear a whistle in the middle of nowhere, and you don't know where it's coming from. And a baby crying apparently.
And the whistle sounds like a child.
Yeah.
Is it just like a whistle or a tune whistle, like someone
whistling? A tune whistle, like a little merry tune. Oh, but you won't know where it's coming from.
Angel's on guard, like crouches down low, like, and uses the cantrip. Primal Savagery, just like preparing for an attack, like gone full on feral survival flight or fight mode.
Ew! Angel's hat falls off.
My what falls off?
The hat falls off of its own accord.
I don't have a hat.
You're not. Well,
It
you
falls off
feel
and I
someone on the horn.
Can't hear you, Sarah.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
It goes my evening then.
Sorry.
Right.
Child woke up. Right, yeah. So yeah, you feel someone tug your horn, and a voice says in Grog's ear, "You look a bit lost."
Grog's gonna turn round and punch where the voice comes from because he's just shit as knickers.
And it's gonna come from the other side of you saying, "Over here, you idiot." Make any more noise?
And Grog just sprints, just full on bombs it straight ahead. And I mean, I'm gonna dash, so 80 foot, I am gone.
All you hear is this little giggle behind you. And then you hear a strike of tinder and you see a face appear in the sparks just saying, "You look lost. Follow me."
Angel hisses and puffs up like a cat does. Who are you?
Gonna say, yeah, who are you?
Yeah, I'm not a death kiss. You want to get out of here? Follow me. Oh, or follow my voice.
You can just
I'm gonna light a torch.
Grog's
And hold a
gone.
torch.
We've all got dark vision though. We can see you, can't we?
You can only see 60 foot. I think my dash is 80 foot. I'm out of your range of vision.
Ooh. Nice. Grog,
You're
come
not out of my
back.
range. I can see you. So I'm going to start walking towards you with the torch. Hang on, I'm going to go back onto my headphones.
While this is going, I'll look at the new stranger. Grog, we need you over here. It's not a ghost. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Okay. And Grog's gonna run back over, and then just like a comforter, he's gonna put his hand out to Andrew's tail so she can wrap his tail around his wrist and be like, "Please,
I'll put my tail to go. Don't tug too hard. It hurts.
I won't." And this is the most gentle Grog will have ever been in his life.
The equivalent of like a child on one of those leashes.
Oh.
I mean, I was just talking then. Standing in the torchlight then is a small gnome-like creature that is rather shrouded in armour with a bow on its back and gems round its throat. And he's just looking at you and saying, if you're ready, follow me.
Grog's gonna look at the little thing and pull his necklace out and go, "I like my necklace much better."
Trophy hunter, are you?
Well, you could say that. I kill things.
Yes,
We'll
he
see.
is.
I'm gonna look and blush at Giles and go, "Thanks, Giles."
So, we're going to say, well, if you want to be safe, come with me and be quiet, unless you want to see the thing that made this cavern.
Thing?
Mm-hmm.
Something made this?
Walk on.
I vote we go with the little guy.
And I'm going to hand out some good berries, just because people look like they look a bit peckish.
How many?
I have 10. There's 4 of them, so 2 each.
Andrew will
What,
look at it in her
like a
hair.
hit point?
What?
Then you a couple of points, but it gives you food as well, doesn't it?
Oh, it sustains
right,
you
yeah.
for a day. Oh, cool. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
it's
no,
gonna
I have
munch
this.
it down.
Andrew will look at Aria and go, sorry. Andrew will look at Aria and go, tastes alright?
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They taste a bit earthy because regular berries. There's no such thing as bushes down here as such.
They're like mushrooms. They're like mini mushrooms instead of berries.
Yeah,
Andrew
like
coughs it.
button mushrooms.
They'll be right up your
Good
street,
mushrooms.
won't
Coughs it.
Yeah,
So
gross
we-
stuff.
We make our way deftly through the cavern then.
So this gnome, is it a he? Looks like a he.
It is today.
Okay. What? Okay. I don't mean to assume her gender, its gender, their gender.
Non-binary.
Non-binary. This non-binary gnome seems to know their way around. And after a few minutes of walking, you see in the distance like the glow of mushrooms. And as you get closer, as you get nearer and nearer, this glow intensifies and spreads pretty much across the horizon, such as it is. All different colors, practically like neon purples and reds and yellows and greens.
Rod can feel Andrew's tail like start to like wiggle in his arm, just with like, ooh.
I'll be like, "Is this good? This is good. I think this is good. Andrew, is this good?"
It's very good. Like,
I thought it was good.
starts picking a few on the way as we walk.
As you approach this grove, the noises that you've been hearing echoing around seem to get louder. You hear chittering and shrieking in what appears to be a forest made of mushrooms up ahead, all shapes and sizes. And yeah, you as you approach, they seem to get louder and louder. If anything, they're restless. You hear the ribbits of frogs and quite a lot of insects and insectoidal sounds, crickets, all that kind of thing.
And I'll ask the stranger in front, where are we? I've never seen a place like this before.
Is it McVeer?
Yes,
Okay. How are you supposed to say it?
I pronounce it Merkveer.
Merkveer. He's just going to grunt and say Merkveer, and a toad is going to jump across his path. He's going to grab it, twist it, and start nibbling because he's hungry. Hunter.
I'm
Hunted.
gonna
I'm glad we got good berries.
I'm gonna reach down and tap the gnome on the shoulder. I'm gonna be like, do you know the way to I'm gonna turn and go, what's the place we're going to, guys?
It was taking good notes.
Just a sec.
I know what it's
Written
called,
down.
but Grogs
Hang on.
just can't think straight right now because he doesn't like being on the ground. He's used to being out where he can see the stars above his head and the wind beneath his big grog toes.
Giles knows, but Dylan doesn't.
Harry knows. Against type.
Hang on.
Embla.
Yay!
Yay!
Such a
And
good
I'm
note.
gonna turn and say, do you know where Embla is?
It's
a
not
few
near
da-
here.
It's a few days walk.
Yeah. I know somewhere
Yeah.
we can rest. You look like you, and he's going to look you all up and down with a bit of a sniff. Need a rest. And a bath.
Grog's gonna lift his arm up and smell and be like, no, I had a bath last month.
Can we make camp here? Or are we going to a settlement?
I presumed that you were leading them to the settlement, but
Okay, I didn't know how far the settlement was.
I mean, I don't want to give too much about your character away, but yeah, it's probably an hour's trips through this mushroom forest.
Because have you got a walk in you? It's only an hour from here.
Yeah, we've got a stealthy hour walk on us.
Just going to look at the big guy and say, keep it quiet.
I'm gonna turn hard because you said look at the big guy. I'm gonna then turn and go to Giles. Did you hear that, Giles? You've got to be quiet.
I'm scared shitless.
And I'm going to tell you this is the forest of McVeer, or Merkveer.
Not Mirkwood.
Mirkwood.
Mirkwood's Lord of the Rings. You pass beneath enormous mushrooms. I mean, these things are as tall as houses. Some of them, the glow that they give off, you can see the spores just gently just drifting down to the ground. Also, some of them are like, at first you think they're fireflies, but you realize they're coming from these mushrooms of all different shapes and sizes. There's a moment where some of you are considering fleeing, but you stick with your party. You look past the mushrooms to the ceiling of what you think is this cavern, and it's as if there's stars lining. It's as if you're outdoors and it's really dark, and you're looking at the night sky. And you realize after a moment that those are also cave mushrooms dotting the ceiling. All kinds of colours.
As we're walking, Andrew will... Sorry, Meg, do you want to go?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, Arya's going to turn to Andrew and be like, have you ever seen anything like this in your life? Like, what is going on? And she's just overwhelmed by the amount of mushrooms, but she knows Andrew's like a mushroom lady. So she's just like, can you explain this? What, have you seen this before?
Andrew's just looking around, turning her head, and even though she looks beaten and battered to shit, she seems oddly comfortable and serene and, taking deep breaths of the spores and just taking observations and picking up the little mushrooms that go. I have never, ever seen anything like this in my life. And looks just content.
And Estelle, that's my character's name, is going to just say to you quietly, you may not want to sniff too deep. Not until we're safe.
Well, what have you done?
We don't want anyone tripping balls in the middle of a battle scene, for instance.
All right.
All right.
Maybe we do.
What
That's
again?
not what I meant.
Oh boy.
Are you walking all the way to the camp, or is there anything else that you want to?
Could we gather
Look.
mushrooms as we go? Because is there any mushrooms that Shardia recognises from her previous explorations in that?
Very few. I mean, there is the odd one because most of them, well, some of them, she can just pick them up and sniff them and go, "Oh, it's, this is a Profundus Obscurus," or
Or just going edible, poison,
Invisibility,
edible,
engorgement.
good for
You can-
digestion, laxative.
You can roll me a
Not
D10.
watching that. Ah.
Sorry, D100 even.
I love my D100s.
Can I do the same as well? Because I would obviously have some knowledge.
85. Let me just
That
see
was
if I've got that
intelligence.
number. I do not have an 85, Peter.
You've got what? Sorry.
I don't have 85. I've got 87.
You go to pick this one up. It's got it's red with green spots, but those green spots are like danger green. And you go to pick it, and you hold back, as you realize this must be extremely poisonous.
I'll stop, put my hand back up, and I will lift my foot and crush it into the ground. Just so
And
as
then
to...
wipe some arrows in it.
Can I have a Constitution saving throw, Andrel?
Fuck!
And from everybody else that's standing around her.
Oh, tits.
It's
He's willing to admit they're
who-
standing next to
Wait.
Shardia. I am, because I wanted the poison from the arrows.
And I have a tail, so
Yes,
I'm
you
definitely
do.
next to her.
Oh,
I'm
Peter,
not
do I
there.
still... Do I have Bless still in effect? Because I've not gone down, but
How
it's
long
up
it
to...
lasts.
I have no idea how long Bless lasts.
That's because that woman went into you, so it could be just different from a normal bless spell.
12.
12.
You really should have listened to your guide. A cloud of neon green spores just puffs out when Andrel crushes it underfoot, and everybody who failed a Constitution saving throw takes.
I need to redo
fail?
mine, Peter, sorry. Because I have Poison Ward because of the Owl's Axe, so I roll my Constitution saving throws with advantage. So I get a 26.
And he's going to roll a 1. Oh, thank goodness. I thought that was the damage.
That's why they
Oh,
did that.
same. I was like,
No, I got
You're gonna be-
26.
You're going to be wishing that was it,
Oh,
because
no. Oh, no!
you take 40 points of poison damage.
wait, I'm resistant
Between
to
us.
poison damage.
That's
What's
oh, no,
a
I'm
fail?
not. It's fire.
What's a fail? Poison was last campaign.
Shit.
I'm also resistant to poison damage, I believe, because that's the second ability that the Poison Ward does. I'm going to check that now.
What
What's
is it now?
the what is the fail? Yeah.
the fail. The DC
Yeah.
Yeah.
is 18. And in case you don't believe me,
Oh, we do. We do.
in case you
Sorry,
don't-
I was
guys.
gonna
No,
step
no,
further
It,
back
it was
from
it
you.
was squished with good intentions that no one else would pick it. That was the
How come I
intention.
rolled that, by the way?
80. Oh, you did roll that.
Does that negate it? Can we roll it again?
No.
40 poison damage.
Right.
Fuck.
Wonderful. Grog drops to the floor.
Yeah, Giles does.
Oh no.
I've got 2 good berries
Oh,
left,
shit.
so I can
I
good berry
dropped to
them.
the floor. Fuck,
Damn
guys,
it, people!
sorry.
Stop dying!
Oh, I'm
Don't-
unconscious.
Have you all fallen unconscious?
I'm not.
I'm not, because I'm a bit away from them.
She's gonna look down and try and be
Yeah.
like, "Fool, throw yourself in next
Yeah,
time."
of course.
So you see the these spores encircle them. Estel, you just hear a thud, and you turn around and you see that these spores are. At first, they like swirl around, but as they hit the ground, these spores seem to actually want to fall on them, and like they just go straight for them, and they are covered in these spores as They both hit the deck, eyes open, locked in a grimace. 3 of your buddies.
How does healing work? If I give them some healing, does it automatically bring them back from the dead? Or do they need one?
Currently, you're facing a mini Chernobyl because it is not safe to go near them.
I'm already in them. I've already taken the damage and I'm standing right next to them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you've not.
I'm not out, but it hurt.
All right.
A lot.
Okay, well.
I'm literally on one knee.
That's cool as well. The draw result from the poison.
Splitting
it.
your
Did you only take 7 damage? Oh, is that what you
No,
rolled?
Yeah, that's what I rolled from the poison effect.
So if that'll work,
Shit.
then can anyone get a big waft and start wafting away this cloud? Because we can't pull them out of it. If I revive them inside the cloud, will they get damaged again? How does it work?
For the sake of expediency, we'll just say, well, actually, your healing spirit, you call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. So is this an actual physical spirit then? I'm sure you've read everything about your spells. Yeah?
I've tried. I've only got 4 of them.
Okay, so there's not much reading to do then. Okay, what form does your spirit take?
You see the form of a little mushroom with a face. You know, like the Mario mushrooms, looks a bit like that, and it kind of peeps
like
up like a cheeky thing. Yeah, and
not Yoshi, the other one.
And it looks around, it goes hee, and then just bubbles on the spot like a little happy soul. Because everybody needs happiness when they're feeling that dogged.
Okay. It seems to push the spores away as they fall into the ground harmlessly, and everybody takes however much healing you click on.
Yeah, so it can heal 4 times for 1d6. There's 4 of us. Is that right?
There's 4 in the poison.
No,
yeah.
3 times. 4 times? Yeah, 4 times.
Once, twice, 3 times the mushroom cloud.
So you each get 1d6, anyone that's down, and I'm going to take some as well because I don't like walking around with 4 hit points.
You know, you can just click the healing there, yeah?
Oh. I'm up with 5 hit points. Thank God for that.
Okay.
Oh, because I went down. Wait, I'm unconscious, so do I lose pass without a trace, Peter?
If it's concentration, yes.
Or do I? Yeah, I've lost pass without a trace. Going about, you've got the best stealth out of bloody everybody.
Yeah, but no one can find me when I've
It's
gone
like
out.
giving. You've
I
already
need
got
that.
you've already got a gun. It's like giving you another gun.
Estelle's going to look at you and go, "Have you got enough to walk?"
Andrew's like coughing and spitting, like eyes like bright bloodshot red, going, yes, sorry. And like tries to move, but like Grog is still, and she's like, like trying to drag Grog along as he's still got like,
He's left. 2.
Yeah,
Is he
I
gone?
don't. Yeah, Chris has just nipped out, but like as before Grog awakens, Andrew's like tries to stand up, and like Grog's still, I imagine Grog's still got a grip on the tail. It's like trying to pull along with Grog. It's like, come on, Grog, we're gonna make it together. No man left behind.
I'm back. What have I missed?
You're up again.
Peter,
1d6
shit.
healing.
Yeah, Peter, for shits and gigs, can I roll a strength check to see if I can drag Grog?
Yes. Of course you can.
I want a description as well when it rolls.
Yes! Oh, the useless fucking nat 20! So you just see Angel get up, coughing, with Grog still got his big Goliath hand wrapped around the tail, stands up, looks behind, and it's just like, we're gonna make it, Grog! We're gonna make it! And like starts dragging him, but it's like you know when a dad like gets dragged along by their toddler, and it's just like, making the most minimal distance ever.
What was the healing, sorry?
1d6.
It was 5, wasn't it, that you rolled? 4? Something like
I rolled a 4, yeah.
Okay, so 4.
that? What name are you going to give this mushroom?
Fuck around
Something
and
Latin.
Yeah. Fuckus dickus. I'll come
Fuck
up with
around,
something better.
Yeah.
fuck aroundium.
Yeah, fuck around him.
SL's gonna go. Told ya. I hope you guys are worth it. Come on.
And on the way there, Andrew just looks depressed and sad.
Every time you reach out, it's gonna be like, "Meh, stop."
Slapping a child. No.
Yeah. It's like a
Are there-
candy shop, though.
Are there any other mushrooms you want to pick up?
No, I'll behave myself till I get there.
Did you not want to pick one up, Sarah?
Yeah, you did actually. You said, "Oh, I want to roll as well." So
I did, didn't
roll.
I?
Don't
Surely I
roll
would
an
have
80
more
more
knowledge. I shouldn't be picking up things that I don't know.
Did your mother teach you that? Good.
I'm only looking for ones I can smoke at the moment, because apparently I'm having a bad day. What's a D100? I'll do it anyway, just out of interest. Because I can't resist.
Oh, this isn't just out of
Related
interest.
LSD.
How do you roll a D100?
If you TPK off of mushrooms, I'm ending the campaign.
I'm standing well back.
I think
like-
if I do that, then you get to resurrect. What's his name? Waldo.
Not with that name.
How do you roll a D100?
Click D100.
Yeah, it's in the just above
It's
on
roll.
the bottom of the
It's
chat
above the
there.
word roll. Click it once.
My task menu's being silly. There we go.
I wasn't going to drink, but I need a beer because of that. I keep at the party.
The only reason why you stopped to pick this mushroom because it is exceedingly rare. It is a glass mushroom. And you
Okay.
know it turns you invisible for an hour.
Ooh, sounds familiar. I should be pocketing that
I
one.
think Shardio's already got this one.
Yep.
Mm.
Can I point out, Shadi, that you've just done more damage to Grog from a mushroom than Peter's done in every session?
I hold the highest damage.
You've just felled Grog with a
Brilliant.
mushroom.
Oh shit, I have. I'm the only one to bring Grog down.
Yep.
Respect me. No. Fuck.
And on that
Okay.
note,
You emerge from the dense, what are we going to call it? Foliage, I guess. But it's mushrooms. Foliage, but mushrooms.
Fungi forest.
Mycelium network.
Someone's been watching Star Trek.
Nice.
You emerge into a rocky area. It seems to be deserted, but it's still dotted with the odd mushroom. In the center is a raised natural platform made of natural stone. It's got a weathered ramp leading up to it. Dotted about here are also tents.
The canvas sort.
Yes, the canvas sort. It's the old school ones that
they're made of mushroom
Nice.
fibre.
they're made of.
They mash the mushroom down and then spread it out to dry under the starlight.
Mushroom hemp. Yes.
Mhm.
And as you look around, you notice a sliver of the landscape moves, and then you realize that someone's been standing there this whole time, standing still but blended into the environment, almost invisible at a glance, dressed in strange feathers and furs and the odd twig sticking out. The figure turns into a deeply hooded face and he looks in your direction. He nods at the gnome, whose name I will get at some point, don't worry. Stella? No?
Estelle.
Estelle. Estrella. He nods to the gnome and then looks at you lot and says in Undercommon, "What's this?"
Ooh. I don't know if I speak Undercommon.
I'm going to be saying overworlders, potential help.
In Undercommon back, Grog is going to say, I'm a Grog. This is an Andrel. This is a Giles. And this is an Arya.
And as you say that in Undercommon, slowly his eyes climb your body as they eventually reach the top and look you in the face because they are considerably shorter than you. This is an elf standing in front of you, by the way. And he says, "Oh, you speak our tongue. Sort of. That'll help." At the top of the platform, you see two also hooded figures seem to be talking to each other animatedly, but you can't quite hear what they're saying. And as you look around the camp, you notice more and more of these druids who were just kind of, like frozen, whatever they were doing when they heard you come through. You see quite a lot of them. There are about 10 to 15 people here.
Grog's gonna look at the closest one and go, bed.
Yeah,
All
Sel,
I say,
no, step
bed.
forward and just say, Sidra, they need rest. Have we had tent?
He says, well, first of all, Sidra is the one that's at the top of the
Oh, okay. Was an assumption.
on the platform.
Well, I would talk to them anyway.
I just assumed his gender.
Didn't I?
He says, "They'll need to talk to the chieftain first. We can't just let anybody in. I'm sure they're fine if they're with you, but you know what it's been like lately."
Estelle's going to look at them and consider if he should actually be vouching for these strangers that he's not met, that almost tried to kill him.
Accidentally.
Yes, might not know how useful that is.
Clumsy surface dwellers.
That will be my next thing, and clumsy surface dwellers knocked a death node, or a death room, shroom. They need rest. And can we go up and approach?
Yeah, of course, if that's what you want to do.
I'm assuming I would know the customs.
I mean, it's not any kind. It's not there's no formalities here. It's a clan of druids. In fact, formalities are, for civilized folk. Getting close to the platform, you hear the two druids at the top arguing, while others seem to be doing something at the top of on the platform. Let me change the map. I actually have a map for this.
Huzzah!
Let me drop your.
Oh, that was you typing for a second then,
Typing furiously.
like a cat.
Control. Right, this is going to be very much as I don't have the tokens for this, so it's going to be very much theater of the mind. Although you'll be able to visualize what you're seeing. There's a carpet of moss. I forgot to mention on the ground everywhere. It's very comfortable, especially for anybody barefoot. It's like walking on a rug that's new.
Oh.
So yeah, can I have I won't need a survival check. Grog, you notice that a few of these folk that are kind of sat around, they seem to be whittling really rudimentary weapons, like primitive spears, basically, where they just get a long piece of something, and they're whittling spears out of it.
Grog's gonna go over and
Not wood.
Grog's gonna walk over and go, "What you making?"
He looks up. Are you saying it in Undercommon?
Yes.
He looks up at you and he says, "That's a funny accent."
And you're a funny guy. What you making?
He says, "We're making weapons to defend ourselves against the dwarves."
Grog, his brow furrows and he goes, "Dwarves."
He says, I've got some whittling to do, so just go and talk to Sidra and her brother at the top there. They'll fill you in. If you're here to help, then welcome.
Grog puts his face very close to this guy who's whittling and goes, "Dwarves."
He says, gulps and says, yes.
What kind of dwarf?
Dwarves that don't belong here? Dwarves from the surface?
Okay. If they're from the surface, I'm gonna go, oh, well, never mind. And then I'm gonna be like, would these help? And I'm gonna pull the 4 javelins off my back and put them out in front of me.
You're gonna what, sorry?
Gonna take the pack of javelins that's on my back and hand them out to them. Go, here, these will help.
Have they got like metal tips?
Yes.
His eyes open wide, and he says, how many are there?
5.
He says, thank you. Thank you. And he puts them in a pile with the other ones, and they look like nice. And even though they've tasted flesh a few times, the ones that you've got, they're still looking a lot sleeker and better than what they're coming up with.
I'll say to him, can I help? I'm a dab hand.
He says, sure, and he throws you this, what you think is a stick, but it's very light, like too light.
What is this? This is no wood I've ever seen.
You hold it in your hand. You try to snap it, and it bends quite a lot, but it's very durable. It when you let go, it retakes its shape.
With deftness that nobody else has seen Grog do, because as a barbarian, Grog's whittled many a trap and stuff. He literally decides me with 4 massive swings of the little dagger that he keeps on his side. He's going to make like the most perfect pointed one out of a lot of them, and he's just going to hand it to him straight away while he's watching them whittle. It just took me 4 strokes, and he's going to go like that.
He looks at you and he says, where did you learn to do that?
I learned when I was a boy. My father taught me. And as he's talking about it, he just chokes up for a moment and he goes, different time, different life, different place. Rather not talk about
it. He says, take a seat, friend. And he budges up a bit.
Okay, Grog's just going to plop his big ass next to him and just go, you're my friend now.
He says, and you are mine. My name's Ruith.
Grog. And then I'm going to, like when I smack my own chest, I'm going to smack him back on his chest, be like, Ruith. And then big thumb up to him.
He falls over backwards. You've knocked him to earth.
And Grog's just going to sit there and help them whittle spheres.
Okay. The rest of you, as you climb, the platform, as you get closer, you hear the 2 druids at the top arguing. Whilst, as I said, others on top of this platform just they seem to be doing something with like a pile of grass or moss in the center of the platform. The 2 druids that are arguing, one of them's female, looks slightly older than the male. Is female. She's dressed more elaborately than her male opponent, I guess. She wears a headdress that's intricately woven with some kind of like the fibers of the glowing mushrooms that you saw in this light. It's like she's wearing like a headdress made of all different kinds of glowing colors. The male only has just a simple cloak and trousers made of some kind of fiber. And you hear him say to her, next to him is just it's a quite a young wolf, almost a pup, just sat next to him. and he points at the pup and he says, "Look at poor Rurani, it's making him sick." And she says, "Hush now, Ferus." She says, "Mother would never have left these instructions if it wouldn't work." And he looks quite angry and upset at the same time and says, "Mother never understood emotion, Sidra, and you know that." And on that, you lot kind of appear, and they both look at you, and they did look at Estrella, and they say, "What's this?"
And Estelle's going to be, overworlders. They almost beat a death kiss and passed through the necromancer's gate.
Their eyes widen, and then their brows furrow, and they say, How did they make it down? No one makes it down."
But they did. They're here. Anyone want to answer how they made it down?
Grog isn't there.
What language are they speaking in?
Oh, do any of you
Undercommon.
speak Undercommon?
Oh, I
Uh,
can't.
I don't speak.
Yes.
Saying.
Yeah, I do. I'll just turn and look at them and go, "How do you think we did it? We jumped."
They made a lot of noise.
There's a gaggle of police cars going past, so I'm just muting for a minute.
I think you've got good noise cancellation. It doesn't come through.
All right.
And we found the spiders as well.
The trap. Usually there's drow there. People, anybody that might make it down would get confused, but no one's ever seen anybody make it down, so I guess that's why there were no drow guards.
It was almost an easy journey. Almost. And she looks over at Andrel and raises an eyebrow.
Andrew doesn't make eye contact.
I think they need rest.
Yeah, I mean, you know both of them, and you notice that the younger lad is looking quite upset and scared.
I wouldn't necessarily talk to him in front of the others, though.
Uh,
Unless I should.
it's up to you.
Can I
How's
have a
the
look?
pup? I can ask. Sorry, because that's probably
Oh, no.
where you're going, aren't you? Isn't it?
Oh no, I was going to ask about what they're burning. What's in what the pile of bits there, bits and bobs. That was it, moss and twigs and or mushrooms.
They seem to be building like a small. How do I describe it? Like a really tiny tent made from like bits of mushroom and detritus. Can you give me an insight check, Andrel?
Oh, that's going to be 27.
She says, "Oh, we're just preparing for a and she looks at you quite apprehensively and says, "Just a ritual. We do this all the time." And the younger lad just looks at her, and with almost tears streaming down his eyes, he just screams, "Liar!" And he says, "Hold on, I need to remember the wolf's name." He says, "Come on, Rurani, we're out of here." And he just storms off with his wolf, and his wolf just just follows him. And yeah, she still looks quite apprehensive as her brother can tell you that. Walks off. Now the gnome will know that this is no ordinary ritual, but it's up to the gnome whether it says anything or not.
Just that they need rest. We need them fit.
She says, "Yes, of course they can rest, and they're welcome to food and any supplies that they need. But we might get attacked soon. The scouts from the north say that the dwarves are closing in and they've brought some strange beasts with them.
You can say they're not going to be any good in a fight if they're falling on their knees.
She looks you up and down, all of you, and she says, "Oh, I'm gonna need my strength for the ritual. So you take my hut." And she points over to the largest one, which appears to be made out of, almost like it's quite leathery, but it's very big. There's a fire burning inside. She says, "Please, you're well. Of course, you're welcome. You take my quarters. We'll stand guard."
I want to go and speak to the kid. He's not really a kid, is he? But with his dog. But I don't want to do it with others around. I wouldn't involve them.
We'll park that for a second. What's everybody else doing?
Turn and nod at the boss, and I'll say, "Are you the chief druid of these lot?"
I'm the chieftain of this is Clan Amberheart.
And I'll introduce and go, "Well, I'm Andrew." Points to Giles. This is Giles of the Tree Tops, very fond of sentient trees, as it were.
All trees, sentient, non-sentient.
And then I'll point at Arya and go, "This is Arya. She's good with daggers."
She says, hold on. She looks at Giles and she says, "Tree tops."
I don't speak Undercommon, so he just like nods and goes, "Yeah."
She assumes that you speak Undercommon because you just said yes, and she says, "There are trees where you come from."
Giles carries on nodding.
The ones made from wood.
Yeah.
She looks up and says, I'd love to see a tree."
Yep.
She looks down at you and kind of frowns a bit, and she says, "Yeah." She looks at the rest of you and she's like, trees. You're
Arya
from.
doesn't understand what she's saying either, so she just nods like Giles and she takes Giles's lead, like, yep.
I'll
Boy, so it's just you, Shadia.
I'll look at her and I'll understand, saying like, "In return for letting us rest in camp, I'll repay the favor, and I'll bring out the verdant sanctuary, and I'll shake it up, and I'll pop it down on the ground just to about here, and then let's see, and as over a period of minutes, just see little sprouts come out the ground, and these little saplings start to grow and grow and grow, and it just turns into what can only be described as a sanctuary in the middle of the desert. You know, lush."
She steps as this grows. She gasps and steps back as she watches these trees sprout out of nowhere, and she makes like a yip sound, and everybody else, like especially and including the guy sat next to Grog, Ruith, they all just their necks just snap to where the sound came from, and they all look up and they all gasp. As there's a huge commotion, and the everybody that's down below just all come running up to see this thing sprouting from the ground.
I'll turn to her and I'll go, "I'll take it that'll be enough as thanks."
She tentatively touches it and like pulls her hand away and then touches the tree again, and then like presses her face up to it and sniffs it, and she says, "Smells like sweet. Your trees smell sweet." And she pulls off a piece of bark and bites it and then spits it out. And she says, "Not very tasty, but..." And she like starts slapping it, like a salesman. This beauty will get you 10,000 miles. No, she slaps it and like tries to push it over, and it won't move. And they're all like taking turns sniffing and pushing.
I'll point to the top, and say, if you want something sweet, aim for those, and I'll point at what I can assume are dates. Let's see. Yep, dates, and it's got fresh water, which just seem like I'll go up and I'll use primal savagery to like tear into the husk, rip it open, and sort of the moisture of the tree flows out like water. And I'll take a sip. I'll go for it.
She bares her teeth, but not in an angry way, but more in like an excited way. And they all seem to have this thing with it they do, where if they're excited by something, they like hiss and bare their teeth, and then without, just out of nowhere, just run up this tree, practically run up the tree. There's no like just, you know, climbing a rope, I guess, and they grab all this fruit and they start eating it, and they're all like, "Oh, it's so good," and they're just eating all of it, and within moments it's just gone. And they climb back down, including her, and she says, how did you do this?"
I'll pull up the sort of snow globe and I'll point. This was gifted, and I don't intend to depart with it, but this is the favor repaid. And I'll turn to Arya and Jules and go, "Come on, let's go lick our wounds." And I'll shout over at Grog, and go, "Grog, it's bedtime!"
Yes! Grog's gonna jump up from a pile of... He's made about 50 spears in like this few minutes, just gonna only take him like... And he's gonna turn around and look at his pile and look at like the 4 that the other people have made. They're gonna go, "I think we've got enough." And then when I've just heard Andrew say it's bedtime, I'm gonna go, "Bye guys." And I'm literally gonna go back down to the bottom bit where it felt like a new carpet. And I'm just gonna, like a tree falling, bang. And I'm just gonna find a nice cozy rock to put my head on, and Grog is out like a light.
Okay. Is everybody having a long rest here?
Yeah.
Arya would like to have a look around. I think she doesn't know what the hell's been chatting about and stuff. So she's gonna like investigate these stealthy as fuck shadow people.
Well, you've got a bit more
Maybe
time, haven't you?
watch.
Because you only need 4 hours sleep, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we okay clicking the long rest, Peter?
Yeah, and don't forget your level 6 as well.
Oh,
Which I'm sure everybody's looked at and you're ready for.
Yep, I've got to prepare.
And while you do that, I'm just going to go grab another drink and open a window because I'm fucking boiling.
Yeah, have a quick piss.
Just a quick one.
Just a quick one. I realised what it said, what I was going to say as it came out of my mouth. That's it. We're all adults.
For a piss in it.
Isn't it?
Oh, I get my next totem level.
Oh, what do you get with that?
Right. So, if I go bear, my carrying capacity is ignored.
Oh.
If I go for eagle, dim light imposes disadvantage on perception checks. So even if you have dark vision, I'm susceptible. Basically, if I go for eagle, I have no disadvantage on any checks in the dark. I can see a mile away in dark vision.
That's good.
That's awesome, that.
Elk is. Let me have a look. What do you have? Oh, total body. Need to read it out to make sure. Off that. Yeah, so I can see a mile away with no difficulties, as well as all the benefits of seeing in no light. Elk, I can. My overland traveling is twice as fast. So like as normal, I could travel 80 foot. As normal, my dash would be 160.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go for Eagle, considering we're in the Underdark. Oh, also the Elk means that your travel pace is doubled as well.
Oh, that's good. I've got better access to spells now, so I'm just I've got daylight prepared because I think we're going to need that. And I'm also going to go for what's this one?
I'm gonna go for Eagle. So I can see a mile away.
Oh, I found an interesting spell.
It's important you grog.
I am back.
Hey.
Hello, Peter.
I have olives.
Good olives or bad olives?
Good olives.
No such thing. They're all terrible.
Spanish.
Olives are lovely.
No, you say that. I had olives in Greece where you expect them to be like, they were definitely better, but I just don't like olives.
I love them.
Peter, can you import my character, please?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you want to know what Grog can do now, Peter?
Fuck. What?
See a mile away with no disadvantages because I've taken the totem of Eagle, so I can see a mile away.
Hang on. But you can't see in dark though, can you?
Let me get it up.
Yeah.
Hey now. So, let's have a look.
Anyone else want importing?
Bump, bump, bump. No, I've just got to pick one more.
Saying that, yeah. If it's underground, you know what, Peter? I'm gonna actually change it. So give me 2 seconds before you import them. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna take elk then, I believe, because it means that. Yeah, you gain the eyesight of an eagle. You can see up to 1 mile away with no difficulty. So I don't know if dark vision would make a issue. Able to discern even the finest of details as though looking at something that's no more than 100 feet away. Additionally, I don't have disadvantage on any wisdom checks in dim light. So I believe I can see in the dark up to 1 mile away.
Fuck off, Chris.
So I'll keep eagle because it doesn't say, it just says I can see up to 1 mile away with no difficulty. It doesn't say anything about dark vision imposing disadvantage.
I hate you.
Which, if that's the case, can I now swap my spirit points over?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. God damn it, Peter. Yeah, go on. I'm ready for import whenever, mate. I'll be right back.
I'm ready for an import, but I need
I think I'm okay as well.
Spirit of Shadows and Wonder Shadows adding.
I'll untick the import of any equipment, so it's not going to bring any equipment over from D&D Beyond.
Ah, bro.
Or currency.
I really want to fight today. Do we need to go a bit quicker to get one? I want to know what my character.
You're so bloodthirsty.
Just go and kick a load of mushrooms.
Role playing my character. I just want to see what you can do. I've not played a ranger before. I'm quite interested.
Oh, these olives are so good.
Where are they from? Sorry, I missed the conversation.
Costco.
Okay, like a huge.
Yeah, they're a giant tub of Spanish olives.
Mm.
They're very, very green, like this. Focus. Focus.
Right.
What language
I'm
do
ready for
monstrosities
import.
speak? Yeah. What language do monstrosities speak?
Monstrous.
What do they speak over in Darwin? Ooh. Please don't kill me.
I'm not a Darwiner. Dylan might.
Oh, it's fine. Dylan said worse.
Dylan's gonna come over and eat all your cake.
I already fed him this week. Yeah, I brought cake to work.
Oh,
To old work.
Shadia,
Yosh.
can you please do? What's your new party trick?
Oh, I have got. Where is it? Where is it? I was so excited to have it.
Halo? No, not Halo Spores.
Fungal
Symbiotic entity.
infestation.
Is it not symbiotic entity?
No, that's the thing that lets me use a wild shape slot to have 20 temporary hit points.
Right. I'm going to delete your fungal infestation.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to add the one I made.
Oh, now I'm excited.
Whoops, I don't know why I gave you 5 there. It's 2. Can you try and do it? But obviously, you don't have to use a spell slot or whatever it is that it uses.
Oh, yeah. Let me go into... It's not a spell.
You have to do it in Foundry, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, where are you? Oh, Foundry,
Where?
why? Circle? No, that's what... Fungal... Ooh. Wait. Is this it, Peter?
I don't know where I'm looking at.
There.
Where am I looking?
Oh, in Foundry.
Just do it.
I've done it.
Oh, you're trying to animate a corpse?
That didn't work. Let me try it. Like that. There. Pow.
Oh, shit, that's cool.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that's sick. Oh, cool, and you've made it the clicker as well.
I think I can be imported. toddler woke up. It's going to be a long night.
Peter, for some reason I have Skywrite, but I did not pick that. What? Oh, I get that as a freebie? What?
There you go.
Hang on. Wait, what?
Hold on.
What? Oh, I didn't mean to pick Skywrite. Bloody hell. Sorry, Peter. I meant to hit something else, and I hit Skywrite. I won't be a sec, sorry about that.
It's fine, it's fine.
Ooh, I have many spell books now.
Meg, are you ready?
I'm not quite ready because I didn't realise we were going to be level 6 and then I've not had time to have a look, so I'm just having a look now. But luckily there's not much changing, I've just got to do my spells, that's it, which might take me a while.
Sorry, Peter, I'm ready to import. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't want Skywrite in the Underdark.
Are you sure?
Yes, because all I would write is fuck you. Well, fuck you, Tony. And everyone go, who's Tony?
And only Grog will see it. With his
Yeah, that's true.
1 mile vision.
Oh, I had a question. The druids that we've come across, are they elves or are they just various races?
Elves.
Oh, elves. Where's the Costco, Peter?
Sorry?
Where's the Costco?
I go to the one in Haydock. Like Warrington.
Back.
Just on the M6.
Isn't Costco where like you get like a bucket of shrimp or prawns or whatever it is?
Oh, yes.
I need to go there.
Oh, well.
Do you need like a membership?
Sorry?
Do you need a membership?
You do, but I can take up to 2 adults with me. So if you ever want to experience the nightmare that it is shopping at Costco, I'll take you.
Cool.
I took my mum last weekend and all I wanted to do was cry.
How much
Oh.
money do you spend? Is it like B&M where you go in for one thing and come out with 25?
You need to go into Costco understanding the fact that you're going to spend 200 quid minimum.
Yes.
Oh,
No, thanks.
I love
and you
Costco.
And you need to have room to put the things that you're going to buy.
Yeah, like giant packs of whatever it is, and
Mm-hmm.
Costco sell fireworks? What?
Mm-hmm.
they sell everything.
Yeah, Costco sell everything.
It's all tyres and petrol and...
Best place to go and get your fuel from
Nappies.
Costco.
Are you needing nappies at this age, Peter?
Not yet.
Almost.
Almost.
We
Give it a
won't
year or
judge.
two.
Oh no. I should not be allowed anywhere near Costco because I will come out with armfuls.
They
I know
provide
when you-
trolleys.
When you go near the bakery part, just oh my.
No, you get. Oh no, I want to go.
The cheapest cake is 15 quid.
Yeah, but it's fucking delicious.
Right.
Like,
No,
Yeah.
you can get the chocolate fudge one for $10.99. Or the red velvet.
Red Velvet is 100% 15 quid because I bought it last weekend.
The big square one or the circle one?
A circle one.
Ah, is it? Yeah, it's got up that much?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
I can get 180 Jaffa cakes for $8.79.
Yep.
yeah, but the problem is you'd eat 180 odd Jaffa cakes. in
Yes.
one sitting, so
I
it's
don't
not
see a
necessarily-
problem with that though. You're only pointing out good things.
Go into it. Why are you shaking like that? No reason. And the diabetes finishes me off.
A Jaffa King crackhead. Any more of that Jaffa? Just scratching your arm.
Who's your dealer? McVitie's?
Got any more of that Jaffa?
We all in? Just waiting for Meg.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a mix and match of wine. Oh my god. This is
I think I might be ready.
Bye bye.
Should I import or?
One sec. Oh, I don't know.
Bye bye.
bye bye.
See ya.
Best time. Best time.
Oh
Bye.
shit! I think the vodka's hitting. Let's put some more.
The best spell choices ever.
Bye bye.
I'm pouring continental measures. Phil's not dabbing me.
Uh,
Dealing vodka. So it's all down here from.
I really do miss that alpha beer that you can get in Greece and Mythos. It's so good.
Alpha beer.
Yeah, they do. It's a pilsner, but it doesn't taste like a pilsner, and you can just
I don't
go
really
and.
like beer.
Yeah. Oh no, it's grand. If you're a beer fan, and I love that they do like, hey, you want a liter of beer for €5? Yes, I do. I was
I
judged
think
for getting a
so.
pint of beer at like 10 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
5 o'clock somewhere.
I looked at the guy. This is just weird. I looked at the guy and I went, yes, us, and he's just laughed at me.
I plan on getting absolutely rotten every day that I'm there.
Oh
Right,
no.
I think I'm ready,
yeah?
Peter.
Yeah. Mate, after the fucking 4 weeks I've had since coming home, well, yeah. Yes. Oh.
Right, it's done. Are we all ready then?
Oh,
I'm
yes,
done,
Grog.
yeah.
Grog now has 130 HP with rage. Wonderful.
Fucking hell.
That's ridiculous.
That's
you are
like
you are the shield of the group.
142 if you take Stone's endurance into account.
Wow.
Peter. Don't punish us all for grog.
Wouldn't do that.
Just try and punish Grog instead. Oh, I have 4 rage slots now. Excellent.
Luck.
Oh.
Okay then. Game
What?
over.
Can you get into my bed? Only if you can. Oh, you give me a kiss, yeah, of course you can go and get into my bed, go on. You sneaky little devil. She knows how to work her way into my heart, my child.
Right. You are awoken by commotion outside the tent. There's people hurrying about, talking loudly. One of the voices says, "Chieftain, it is time." What do you do?
Get up and see what the commotion is about.
I'm going to tell the elf and the rogue what's going on because they won't know. Act as translator. If the rogue's with us. And Arya, sorry, brain fart.
Yeah, she's
She's here in a lot of spirit.
yeah.
Are you sure, Meg?
What? Am I sure what?
They've just volunteered you to go on the front line.
Oh right.
No, I'm joking.
Oh god.
I was
yeah,
gonna
no,
go-
I don't fancy that.
Sorry.
Are they speaking Undercommon still?
Yeah, they only speak Undercommon.
They only can Arya say like, does anyone speak Common or maybe Elfish or something that I would understand, please? So rude.
So I'm translating for you.
Oh right, okay, that's helpful. Thank you.
They laugh.
Like, I'll
The
be like, come on, let's
universal-
leave. Let's find out what's going on in common. Will I have spoken to the kid at this point and his dog, or can we? Do we need to do that conversation?
If you want to do that, we can sidebar it now if you want.
Do we need to? Because if not, let's carry on with the promotion.
It's up
You know
to
me,
you.
bloodthirsty.
It's not about needing to; it's about wanting to.
Let's assume that I went to sleep on my 4 health points. And waking up with the others, and we're going to see the commotion.
Should have done this while you were chatting.
While this commotion is going on, I'll gently shake Giles awake, and then I'll go over and fiercely shake Grog awake because he's huge. Grog, wake up, Giles, up.
What's all the commotion?
I don't know. Come with me.
Just 5 more minutes. Grog turns over on his rock.
I'll go up and I'll whisper into Grog's ear. There might be a fight. New trophies for the necklace.
As soon as you said the word fight, like you haven't even finished saying the word fight, and Grog is up, like with his great axe in his hand, and he goes, "Well, I like me a fight."
I'll ask Grog if he can lift me up on his shoulders so I can survey the area.
Straight up you go, right onto my shoulder.
Estelle wants to say at this point that these are peaceful people. They don't know how to fight. Will you help?
Who are you fighting against?
There are.
There's no big
dwarves
time to
version-
explain.
Yeah. No time to explain. Let's get out.
When I said this will be a good time to explain.
Oh, this will be so. There's dwarves, but burning and slashing the forest that these guardians protect. Excuse the noise.
What?
And we need to protect them because they can't protect themselves.
What kind of dwarves?
Outlanders, unwelcome.
Are they from Emberla?
Sorry.
They're from the surface.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'll whisper into Grog's ear. They might be friends of Maya.
Might
And I'm
be.
gonna with my little gnome here and be like, they're friends of no one. They destroy our forest and burn our mushrooms.
Settle down now, little one. We got this. And who was the druid I was talking to before, Peter?
Ruith.
Ruith. I'm gonna go find Ruith, and before he knows what's happening, he's getting hoisted onto my other shoulder. He'll be like, "You stay with me, friend."
I'll turn over to the Ruith.
You're not hoisting it onto your shoulder.
Yeah. Ruith's going onto my shoulder.
Wow.
I'll turn to him and go, "You come here often?" Just banter.
And I'll walk to the top of the hill here. To the most, where it's got, the most jutted rocks, and I'm going to place him there. I'll place Ruith there. I'm going to be like, you make Grog a promise. You stay here. I have something for you to look after. And I'm going to take the door from me back, and I'm going to put the door down against the rock, and I'm going to be like, "Door, look after Ruith. Ruith, look after door."
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell
Is door not a shield?
I can't carry a shield. I have a great axe.
Oh,
He's
right,
along
okay.
for the ride.
You just didn't want to be trapped
Wait.
anymore.
Wait a second. I think I can carry a shield.
It is
No.
It's a giant stone shield, so it's not metal.
No. Wait. Let me double check.
Is he actually a shield?
Yeah, he shrunk down to
He's
the
the size of a shield. He's not
It's a
big
size shield.
molded into a shield yet.
I
Doesn't even have
also-
traps.
if anybody wants a shield, Grog picked up a large shield in the not the place we've just come from, the fort, no, the church thing. When we were in the church and I was knocking walls down left, right, and centre, Grog picked up a very a big shield that when somebody used Identify, it was a magical shield, and I've just forgotten about it until now, and I don't know what that shield does. Because Peter told us weeks ago, but I can't remember.
Is it a heavy weapon? Or a heavy shield?
It's just a shield. He said it was like a tower shield type of thing, but it was magical when someone used Identify on it. Can you remember what it was, Peter?
No.
I'll look back at my notes.
It was a +1 to every stat.
You may have to look back, Peter, because it was in the church when we were knocking walls down. And if I remember correctly, I knocked the wall down to the left, and it was like a closed-off armory with a massive shield in, and we used Identify, and you said it had magical properties, but you never told us what. And literally, that has just sprang to my mind because we were talking about the door being a shield. Because on my notes I have magical shield picked up in church. And that is it.
I mean, I can check now. Do you want me to check now?
Yeah, go on, because if it's any good, I can give it to one of these.
I'll turn to the little gnome and I'll go, have you made contact with them? Are they open to talks? Or do they just attack?
To say, go back to my notes here a second. Grondor doesn't talk to anyone. Gronglar just kills and steals.
What is it called? Gronglage?
His name's Gronlar.
Gronlar.
Yeah, he's a local, not a local, he's a warlord from the overworld, and he's trying to destroy our clan. His name is Gronlar, and he's stolen something very precious from us.
Grondar, a prideful dwarf, Grog asked, in a moment of sheer clarity.
Grondar Strongblade is an awful dwarf.
But with you saying he's a warlord, is he full of pride? Because of anything I know for people who like to kill, maybe, just maybe, Grog strokes his beard. Maybe, just maybe, we can do this without spilling a drop of blood.
Andrew will pat Grog on the head and go,
Estelle's going to look at you rather skeptically. He likes a bit of blood.
Andrew will pat Grog on the head and say, well done for thinking and not using your axe first. Because you're learning.
I looked at it and I go, well, you guys are rubbing off on me. And just gives it a playful tussle.
Andrew clings and goes, nearly falling off the shoulder, but manages to write.
I see Peter furiously looking for the shield.
I'm going to turn to the party and go, well, he's rude. He's not announced himself. Maybe we should announce ourselves. And wiggles her eyebrows. He goes, I've got an idea.
Just going to say, be careful. We need to protect this area.
And I'll ask the group, it's like, shall we do engage in a bit of diplomacy?
We've tried. Be my guest.
And if everyone's agreeable, I'll tell them my plan. Okay, well, we have a rather imposing gentleman with us, and like pats Grog. He goes, if he's a warlord, and if he's bloodthirsty, and if he's a dwarf, maybe he's up for a bit of one-on-one combat.
Grog turns around and smiles and I goes, you read my very, very smart mind.
But we need a bit of introduction, and I'll just start to. I'll ask the party if if we could make our way downtown. Couldn't help myself. Go to here, and I'll ask. I'll say the little gnome, and I'll say gnome, you might want to come with us. We do need a relay with someone a representative.
Gonna nod in assent.
So I like point to Grog and go, that way, please.
And off I go. If it makes it easier to find, Peter, it was in the cathedral where I found it.
Yeah, I found it.
Is it where the scale mill was?
I don't remember. I just remember there being a shield there. And I picked it
I
up.
found
on
it.
the
I
way back.
found it. Shit, where's it gone? I've not imported it. Oh, I love this. Love it. Love it, love it.
You importing this onto my character?
You can't carry a shield.
No. And my armor class, why is my armor class gone down to 15? I need to change that because it should be 16. There we go.
This shield is emblazoned with a symbol of an eye.
We did use identify on it, or what is it that it actually does?
It is a sentinel shield. While holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
Wow.
Did anyone use a shield?
No.
I could have.
Let's move on.
I could have.
No,
if I
I
wasn't using a great axe.
Whether I should.
You can either hit things or get initiative on your
Yeah.
advantage on your initiative.
It's okay.
It's a big ass shield. It's not like a gnome's going to carry this.
Shame.
Is it a grog size shield?
It is very large. It's something like a knight would carry.
Power shield, like a proper full body.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
I'll just keep it strapped to my back, even though I can't use it for now.
Okay.
Roman frontline type.
That's only for flavour though.
You never know when
Which
a
is.
backup character comes along who can carry it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not worried about encumbrance, then
His cousin Brog, who's
Hopefully I can find the battle axe that the Jarl spirit will transfer into. I can do less damage on a swing, but I'll have a shield as well.
do you need a higher AC?
That's only 16, my armor class.
right. That's enough for armor class.
What?
Okay, so you ask her that question. She says, she says, it's too late. We're going to war. And you hear one of the other druids say, Sidra, there's no time for this. We have to start the smoke. And he points at like the pile of twigs and things that they had, and like there was like a little fire going, and it seems to be dying down. And there's a smell of cinnamon coming from this this fire. And it says, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, give us a chance. Outwarders. Bleh. Give us a chance. Outwarders to Outwarders. We may be able to fend them off, or at the very least, parley with them. At least give us that chance.
She says, we've tried to reason them with. Don't you think we've tried to reason with them? He's mad.
Grog's gonna bend down and go, I'm madder. With a little sly wink, I'm gonna go, plus, you think I'm big now. You want to see what we can do with a little trick.
She says, I still have to do this ritual, but we'll try it your way, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to try ours.
Deal. And I'll turn to the what's the fella's full name?
I can't remember.
What, Gronlar?
That's it.
Gronlar
Gronlar Strongblade.
Gronlar Strongblade.
Oh, Gronlar strong blade against Grog's strong jaw.
Oh, I'll go for it as far as you can.
Okay, and I'm gonna say to Ruth, which way are they gonna come from?
Shit. No, scared me. She says, wait.
And not coming from that direction.
She says, wait. This ritual is going to anger the forest. I need you to protect me while I finish it.
All right, then here it is, and I'll instruct everyone: cover your ears, and I will cast thaumaturgy, and with a booming voice, I'll shout out, Strongblade, meet us in parley, or are you too cowardly for that? Do dwarves not know honor?
Your voice booms around the caverns. You hear echoes distantly of your voice carrying through the caverns.
Do I
But
get a
no answer
response?
comes. No.
Can I see anything considering that I can now see from a mile away?
Just give me a second while I shut this window because it's raining inside the room. 2 seconds.
God can see time and space.
Excuse me. Grog's part chronomancer.
It's just sees everything.
Right, I'm back.
Hello.
Okay, so while all this is going on, Sidra nods politely to you and walks to the center of this this platform, circled in burning herbs, and she begins to chant. And as she begins to chant, she pulls a brilliant blue gem from her cloak, and she places it on the ground in front of her and begins chanting with the others. And you watch silently for a few moments. The chanting gets louder and the smell of their incense floods your senses. You hear a howl in the distance, followed by a rustling in the woods nearby. Woods, not woods, but mushrooms, the funguses, followed by a crash as two awful creatures, huge in stature, with like skulls of wolves for heads, crash through. Let me find them. Here we go. There's one. There's two. Crash through the foliage, followed up behind them by what appears to be an orc with a like a wolf-like features. And you all hear a voice in your head. It starts off as rustling in the fungal forest, and you hear a voice in your head simultaneously, and it says, "Your kind will fall to hubris as you always do. The balance of nature is not for you to understand, but simply respect. You will be judged for this. The forest does not forget." And we roll for initiative as these things menacingly head towards you.
Whoa, they're awesome.
That's a good motivational speech.
I've been practicing. Did you like it?
Oh no.
Come on, Peter's dice. Roll low and make him sad. Damn you.
Yes! Booyah! I go first. So this thing, it appears to be like half humanoid, half like antlered. You can't even tell what it's made of, but it is some kind of monstrosity as it shambles up the hill towards, who's the first one? Arya.
What happened, guys? I thought everyone were moving over this way.
Not yet.
We're still getting out of bed.
Yep.
Not brushed our teeth yet.
Lazy bastards.
Have to wait to
And the orc's like, "Oh, sorry, shall I wait? You can brush your teeth. I mean, dental hygiene is very important."
Give us 5 minutes. 5 more minutes, Mum.
Nope. It's going to bite down on you. Or try. It's a 26 hit.
Just.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I've got saving throw.
1d20, blimey. Okay.
Come on. Oh, I saved it.
Oh, you did save it. You only take... Where is it?
75 damage.
No.
Hit. You take 19 points, 12 points of piercing damage, 7 points of necrotic damage. But you're able to resist its effects, and then it rears up and swipes at you with its claws. There's a 28 hit. Of course it does.
Yeah.
Why is it not rolling? There we go. For 10 points of damage, and then quickly claws you with its other hand.
What the fuck? How many points of damage was that? 10?
Can Aria not use a bonus action to dodge?
Oh yeah, do I not have that? Yeah.
Reaction.
I don't know, you tell me.
Hang on. Reaction. Uncanny dodge. Oh, half the damage against you. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I don't think it's all the damage though, is it? I think it's on one of them.
Oh.
But does it not move you out of the way as well? Or is it just literally...
When an attacker... Okay, let me read your character back to you then. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve the attack's damage. So you can use your reaction against the first one if you want.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one to do it against.
So it's half of 19 is 10.
You round it down, don't you?
9, yeah, sorry. Okay. So,
9.
oh, so now your mind works. Bloody accountants. So the first one is gets you for 10, and the second one gets you for 8 points of slashing damage.
Still a fucking lot.
And again,
holy shit.
And then the next one is Giles is up next. Giles.
So.
During the night, you were racked by night terrors. Can you roll me a d6?
No.
Who said no?
How did I suddenly zoom in then?
Meg did something.
5.
Okay, you're racked by night terrors, but you are able to get a full night's sleep. Bear with me, something else happens. I have notes. It didn't get saved. Okay. Never mind, carry on.
I just had nightmares.
You just had nightmares involving the undead chasing you. Oh, that's it. You have a new spell you can cast. As you heard a voice instructing you on how to speak with the dead.
Ooh.
But we can deal with that in a bit.
Alright.
You can take your turn. I don't think you're going to need to speak to the dead until Arya goes down. Are you okay? No.
It's okay to run.
Pete, you didn't target me either. I've got a shield reaction, but it didn't come up. Sorry. Bye.
Are you telling me that you could have blocked a 28? No. Are you telling me that you could have blocked a 26?
No.
No. Okay. Good thing you didn't waste
I'm
that shield spell.
just being hopeful. You
Okay.
know. I've just realised I've got it. Sorry, but
It's okay. Good to know.
carry on.
Right. Bonus action first. Mantle of Inspiration. So this is the one where I light up and people look at me all majestically. And I'm going to cast it on. So this is 8 temporary hit points on 2 creatures. And each creature can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity.
Let me guess.
Well,
Arya.
yeah. Young Grog.
Thank you, sir.
So you can both move immediately.
And you
Well.
both get 8 temporary hit points as well.
There's only one way I'm going.
I highly recommend that you move forward, Grog. I know you were thinking of running.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
For some reason I cannot move my character.
Question: I was on Grog's shoulders, so does that mean I'm coming too?
Where were you on
Yes.
Grog's shoulders? Do you always wake up and just climb onto his shoulders?
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, we decided that thaumaturgy would be better atop Grog's shoulders because it would make me look imposing.
Then you're going with him. Good luck.
Or you just hear Andrew goes, fuck, fuck, fuck. She's not used to
It's
being
'cause it's not your turn.
up
there you go.
close and personal.
So wherever Grog goes, you go. It's the blue tower.
Hang on, where am I? Where am I? Who am I? Oh yeah.
You can't
Oh.
run 40 feet, can you?
Yeah, 40 feet my base movement, mate.
Shit.
Long legs.
You're lucky I didn't take Path of the Elk, Peter, because Path of the Elk doubles my base speed and sprint speed and doubles everybody else's within 60 foot of me.
I think you should take that because it's a sight better than seeing a mile away.
Is it though? In the Underdark? Really?
All right. So Giles, go on. It's still your turn.
So I'm going to run out the tent. As I run out the tent and I see these things, and I'm going to shout, I just had a dream about these!
I'll stop dreaming.
And then he's going to cast...
Meteor storm.
Sorry. I'm going to use my short bow actually. On this one.
Oh.
Hooray!
Mark that one down.
Wow.
Who are you attacking this one? 11 points.
11. It's not so bad to say I rolled a 1.
Yeah. Your critical hit glances off him as it nicks his shoulder. You might need a plaster on that.
Bloody well do when we're finished.
Dinosaur plaster. Peppa Pig plaster. In other words, he didn't even seem to notice. What else would you like to do? Run?
I've already run. That's me.
Okay. You hear Sidra behind you. The chanting intensifies. Do. Next up is Estelle. Esther.
Estelle. Or Estel. Is going to cast on the right sheet, not D&D Beyond. Hunter's Mark. Guess this guy.
Which guy?
The one I've just highlighted.
This one.
This guy here.
Oh, that one. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What's the distance on your hunter's mark?
90
Because
feet.
you're chuffing miles away.
I'm 85 feet away.
One could argue that you can't see him But we'll say yes, you can. Never
You can
mind.
if you want, because I'm I'm about to kill him. So
You're about to kill him. Okay. Go on.
I'm probably not. I'm probably going to miss now with every shot. Wait for the nat
Kill him.
ones. Okay, so using sharpshooter, then I'm going to shoot him with my bow. Now I've cast Hunter's Mark. Will it automatically pick up the added bonus? How would I
Do.
know? So then, using sharpshooter as well, so it should take +5 off of. Takes 5 off of the shot. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
So the
Just.
damage. It's 2d6. It should be.
Click it and let's see.
+10. Yes,
That's
it should be.
1d6. Why is it 2d6?
Because Hunter's Mark gives you a d6.
I don't have the thing enabled on it that does the Hunter's Mark, unfortunately.
So if I do another d6
Yeah.
+10.
Sorry? It's just.
+10.
It's just. Why is it +10?
Sharpshooter gives me +10 on damage attack.
What?
So 15 +8 damage.
How much is that in total?
Ooh, 23.
23.
You ready for me to do it again?
If you've got a second attack, yeah. I was born ready.
Do you want me to do it this way? If I put advantage on there, does it add a d6? No, it's not advantage on this one, so yeah.
Your
Probably
attack,
miss this one.
you just roll with advantage.
So sharpshooter again, -5 off of whatever this is. So this is probably going to miss. Yeah,
That
that's
is
a
going to
miss.
miss.
And
by quite a
because
lot.
it's my first turn, I get to do it again. So I'm going to attack again. And I'm
Can you elaborate on why, just until I get to know your character, why you get to go again?
have a
Is it
feature
favoured enemy?
called Dread Ambush.
Sounds cool.
Does just means if I get an extra bonus turn plus 1d8 damage. I'm not doing sharpshooter on this one because I want it to hit.
Make an additional weapon attack. Okay. Hey!
And a miss, damn it! Oh.
That
and I
also
can move-
misses.
Yeah,
One could argue it's because you can't see him.
true. Cover or not?
Your
'Cause-
arc doesn't quite.
Yeah, I haven't got a longbow. Where can I move to? If I move, so if my spell range is 90 feet, and I move out of that 90 feet on a continual concentration spell, do I lose that spell, or is it only when you cast it you need to be within 90 feet?
I'm assuming it's once you've casted it, it sticks. Casted?
So if I move out of the 90 feet range, it sticks.
It should do.
Is that a drop? How big a drop is it off of there?
It's a good drop. Probably 15, 20 feet.
I'm trying to move here. Hold on. I can move. I'm just gonna duck down behind this tent.
Okay, you take cover in the tent. It is the other creature's go who's going to go up the hill and attack the nearest and dearest, which just so happens to be the druid.
Rude.
Even though she's on my shoulder.
Yeah, even
Okay.
though this thing is size large, taller than you, one might say.
Yes. The bigger they are.
Rob wants that new skull.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's what's gonna happen. This creature charges at you with its antlers, and it gores you. We're gonna try and gore you for a nat 20. Oh come on! Why is it not doing the fucking roll? God damn shitting thing! So it's double the dice, isn't it? So that'll be 4d8 plus 5. This is no time to be knitting, Dylan. Plus 5, so you take 26 points of damage, and you get knocked off of Grog's shoulders because he also has a charge feature, which does an additional 9 points of piercing damage.
So I take 30 points of damage.
Yes, and can you please give me a strength saving throw?
Oh. Right. I've sustained a lingering injury, which is max. Oh, for fuck's sake. Select the correct damage. So what's the damage, Peter?
Piercing.
Oh, why are you so mean?
Oh, I fucking love this.
I
What even is
don't.
this?
This
The attack sinks into the meat of your arm. It's probably not serious, but the pain makes you treat your arm gingerly.
Jesus. Right. So I have a reaction to that. As well as being appalled, I will.
All you lose is the free object interaction, which I think in the 3 years we've been playing, no one's ever done it.
Yes, but I don't want that.
Strength saving throw?
Oh God! Why you gotta kick me while I'm down, Peter? Does a 16 pass?
16 passes. All it means is you're not knocked prone, so you get knocked off of his shoulders and you kind of grab onto his loincloth as you slide down, and it just smacks back up into his backside. But you've taken a serious amount of damage there. And that's the Wendigo's turn. The next turn is going to be the shaman-looking fella at the bottom of the hill, who, as a free action, is going to shout, "Cease the ritual, and we leave." And he is going to cast on Grog. Everybody watches as Grog shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks into the size of a chicken, and actually looks like a chicken, but only after he gives me a wisdom saving throw as he casts polymorph. And fails as Grog.
You want it.
Sorry?
Where's the chrono magic when you want it?
Exactly. As he shrinks down to the size of a chicken, and he is actually a chicken.
I do have the inspiration to roll that again.
Yeah.
Click off wisdom. Saving throw. 7. Not much better.
Glad you did that.
Who's left?
Charge's got power surge.
Charlie. Power surge?
So the electrics went off.
Oh shit. How do you know that?
Just came through on WhatsApp.
Bloody hell. Yeah, Grog is now a chicken.
That's not very good.
Fucking hell.
It's Arya's turn. It's all down to you, Arya. I like the enthusiasm in your face.
Arya's pretty smarting after that fucking bird creature, whatever it is,
Rashing.
bit her, so she's gonna not want to get close to it. She's gonna try and short bow it. In the anywhere.
In the what?
Big time. In the anywhere.
In the anywheres.
Anywheres.
Do you get an advantage
Big
because
target.
15 is a hit.
Oh, is it? Good. Right. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right. Okay. Let's hang on. So we've got some damage to roll. And it's one of them special arrows, which is, I think, a 1d4 poison.
Poison, you say?
And I get sneak attack. It doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know it's one of them special arrows. It has a special arrow sticking out of it, and I've got some sneak attack as well to come your way. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, so that's that one there that's got a special
crap.
arrow sticking out of it, yeah?
So that's 13 plus 2 plus 9.
24 damage.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that'll do. Still alive though, yeah?
It is very much still alive, yes.
Okay.
It's
right.
got one of these arrows lodged in its chest.
Definitely, yeah, one of the green glowing arrows, yes.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Is that your turn? Have you not got extra attacks or anything?
No, I don't seem to do. But as my bonus action, I am going. There's not much coverage here, is there? I am going to step back, like inside this tent, and take cover.
Androl, it's your turn.
Full cover.
Oh shit! I forgot she's not here.
Shadia's not back.
I'm not sure what's happening with that. We might have to.
Should we have a pee break? Can we do that?
Yeah, let's have a pee break.
Right.
I'm sorry for asking for combat.
I
I regret my choices.
regret nothing. Who's the closest? Grog's the closest. Can I have a perception? Can I have an Arcana check, Grog?
An Arcana check from a chicken. Okay.
Yes. Actually, yeah, it's fine.
14.
14. You noticed, even as a chicken, that every time these two creatures attacked, this orc down here was muttering something.
Okay.
His mouth was moving. Alright, just try and get back on. Cool.
I don't.
I don't think we're going to survive without her at this rate, so...
Yeah, you don't want to do this without her. Oh, she would have used Hellish Rebuke in response to getting hit. Therefore, was that guy that hit her. Hellish Rebuke. Creature makes dexterity. Okay, so target him. Hellish Rebuke. Spell. He does saving throw. He fails his saving throw and therefore takes... Why can I not do damage? Fuck. Two d10 fire damage. Takes 15 points of fire damage.
Hey.
Hey.
Wait. Oh, Peter, it died a sec. You take, and then it went boom. I can't get into Foundry because my user is
All right,
So-
let me kick you then.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Kick.
I tried turning it off and on again, but it didn't work.
Should be alright now. I nearly clicked ban. but I've been doing kick.
Just it's still not showing up, so I'll give it a sec.
Okay, all I was saying was you took 9 points of damage as well. As he charged you as well as gored you.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's your turn. I've done the Hellish Rebuke. He failed his saving throw.
Oh, lovely.
For some reason, I can't damage him, so maybe it'll work for you roll damage. But anyway, I rolled a 15, which is pretty good. 2d10, a 5 and a 10. So he's taken that fire damage.
Right.
So it is now, yeah, it's your turn.
I still can't get on. I'll just use Theatre of the Mind and so it's my turn.
They're both standing in
So-
front of you.
Oh god, have they both moved up?
Oh, yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Because Grog's in front of me and I felt arse over tea kettle, am I within
Oh,
if
okay,
I
yeah.
move?
You're right, yeah. I knocked you back.
Oh cool.
So you're behind Grog right now, so there's no opportunity attack, probably.
Attack me, Grog. I will...
Grog is a chicken. They polymorph me into a
Oh,
chicken.
I polymorphed him into a chicken.
What?
Actually, yeah, you're standing behind the chicken.
Yes.
I need Chris to do me some of those sweet, sweet chicken sounds.
Oh. Hang on, I've got... Oh, I'm so sure I had something for that.
He spell.
Hang on. Something...
Also, I know you can't see your character sheet right now. Don't you have Halo Sportsman? They hit you as well.
I do, yes. So they would take 1d4... Oh yes, I'm back on, sweet. Just be a second. Sorry about this. Power cuts.
I'm just picturing Grog as a chicken in his giant shoes.
Is the
Halo of Spores is a reaction, so you can either do
Oh, no,
Hellish Rebuke.
No, I use Hellish Rebuke because I'm pissed. So quick question.
Yes?
From the feel that I get from these creatures, do I feel that they're natural or summoned?
These... Give me an Arcana check, and let's find out. I know you're good at those.
I can't... The Foundry hasn't loaded yet, so I have to roll from D&D Beyond if that's alright.
That's fine.
I rolled a 21.
Wow. Yes, it's quite clear that these are summoned evil fey constructs as such, but they've been summoned from the Feywild, and you can tell that the orc is controlling them.
I'll scream out, "Go for the orc! He's a summoner!" And I will cast... Time to bring out the big guns. Where am I? Boom! Shit, what have I got? I'm panicking now.
Don't panic.
Where the orc is, how far away is he? Because I can't see. They've found... Oh, it's thinking about it.
50 feet away.
Right. So I'm going to use Erupting Earth.
Holy moly. What does that do?
So choose a point on the ground where you can see within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered around that point. Each creature in that area must make a dex check. Dex saving throw, sorry.
Go on then. Oh, and I'll click it for you.
Oh, yes, I'm back in. Thank God for that.
Alright, you're going to do it. Okay.
Huzzah. Where is it? Erupting Earth, let's do it. So I will do it. Hang on. Right there. It won't let me select it. God damn it. Technical
I think it's going a bit slow.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm using my internet hasn't come back on. Let's just pretend that's a square. And so I need a dex check, dex saving throw, please.
There we go.
Thank you.
Dex check. Saving throw. He fails.
He fails. And you take...
Are those D20? Oh, D12s. D12s. Are
yeah, 17
Oh.
points of bludgeoning damage.
they? And he does a concentration check. Yes. Normal. He fails. So Grog is no longer a chicken. It just a cloud of feathers bursts out of nowhere, and Grog is like "Rrr," back to full size.
Grog's pissed.
I bet he is.
And...
Are you doing anything else?
okay, so I used a spell. What's... you'll have to forgive me. What's the deal with a cantrip? I used a spell and I can use a spell and a cantrip?
You've done them both now. You did your Hellish Rebuke, and then you used... well, you shouldn't really have, but we'll let it slide because it's cool.
Oh, the Hellish Rebuke is a reaction to attack. It doesn't come in...
Yes, but it's a spell.
Oh! Oh, okay,
It
I
falls under
understand.
innate spell casting, so we'll let it slide.
Right, sorry about that.
It's fine. It's fine. There was a lot of confusion. And then you cast your Rips in Earth, so that's your spells and your action and reaction used, unless you got some kind of bonus action, which as a feature, which you do not.
No.
So you can either run away or...
I will run away because I am a squishy. A dash is an action, so I've only got 30 feet, so I will go that way. So I'll run past Giles and go, Giles, the orc, get the orc!
You retreat, and you see that as the druids are chanting, out of this pile of leaves, a shape of a person is beginning to emerge as vines twist up from the ground. Grog, it's your turn.
Okay.
You've been itching. It'd be cool if you can get these gifts to just kind of pop out on Foundry. I would like to rage.
I really would. I'm raging. Oh, this could hurt.
There you go.
If I
I've
decide,
applied active effects to you, so it should work now.
this could hurt if I decide to do it. No, right, no. Okay. Let's watch these.
You're gonna charge them.
No. Which one? Sorry, which one did Arya hit before? The right or the left one?
I can't remember.
The left one. Okay.
The left one's more cut up.
Cool. $16.
16 is a hit.
That's 7.
Points of slashing.
Has that added the rage damage? No. 2, 3. I think it may have. I rolled a 2. Then it added +3 for my strength and then +2. Yeah, so it actually has added it. Okay, I will hit it again. No, I don't believe I will. That was an 8.
8 misses.
Cool, that is Grog done.
Really?
2 attacks, mate. That's all I got.
Okay. You're not gonna run through and get the orc?
And take 2 attacks of opportunity from both of them and be running over difficult terrain? No, thank you. Not this round.
Doing some admin. Okay. Next up is back to the top It is this creature here.
You'd avoid the giveaway. What was Peter? You called it a Wendigo before.
Yeah, that's fine. It is. The Wendigo. Wendigos. Can Giles give me a wisdom saving throw? As whispers assault you. Maddening whispers. Oh, he passes.
Oh, he passes.
Takes. Oh, it passes. Okay. He passes, and then he is going to charge the. Is going to charge the druid that is near where Andrel's standing. So he's just going to completely ignore Grog and run right past him, as the orc whispers something to it. Do you want to take your opportunity attacks, Giles and Grog?
Of course I do.
You get an opportunity attack if it runs past you. Then it doesn't have to leave your side.
It has to leave your threat zone.
So if your weapon is a 5 foot, because most weapons, if not all of them, say what the reach is. Most of them say 5 feet, unless you've got like a spear or a glaive or something, which is 10 feet.
11
if they leave
damage.
that zone, then unless you take the sentinel feat, in which case it's both leaves and enters.
Oh yeah, I love the sentinel feat. 11 damage, Peter.
11 damage. You hear the Jarl's voice as you swing. You swing your axe around and you can't hear anything. It's as if you're wearing, those headphones that block out all sound, and you just hear a voice in your head that says, "Stop him!"
And then 5 from Giles.
And
What? That's the Jarl's voice.
yes.
And
next
do I
up-
know? Sorry, would I know who the Jarl's talking about?
the thing that you've just hit.
Okay.
It is Giles's turn.
Did you take the 5 off as well from Giles?
Oh, 5. Sorry, I missed that. I wasn't looking at the chat. What did you stab him with something? Dagger.
Yeah, I just held it out and he.
You nicked him as he ran
into
past.
it. Wasn't my fault.
Have you seen Superbad?
Yes.
Where they go to that party with the teenagers, and they go to that party with all the adults, and a fight breaks out.
Hold him down, Jimmy's brother.
That's it, and he falls back, and this fight falls on top of him, and they're all punching each other, and he's at the bottom of the stack like this. That's what you reminded me of. Go on, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. My mind's gone blank. I had something good then. Oh yeah. What's the light like around here?
It's reasonably bright with all these torches.
Is it? It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's literal torches there.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good thing because I need it light for the spell I'm going to
All right.
cast. Brighter the better. No.
We're in the underlight, don't you know, Dylan?
I know. Oh, you put me head in. What am I going to do? I'm going to cast Mirror Image. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to send Grog. Is it Thorns down here?
No, it's Erupting Earth, but the spell's ended.
Spell's ended.
Does it?
Yeah, it's a one and done.
All right. Save or suck. Remove.
But it is now difficult terrain. That's the only thing about it.
Oh, okay.
Target
Oh,
can
that's
choose to
unfortunate.
fail this. What was that last bit?
It's difficult terrain, but there's no
Damage.
there's it's not like spike growth. It's just difficult. There's no like jagged rocks or anything to hurt Grog's little feeties.
Right. So I'm going to stick Grog, if it's alright with you. You can choose to fail this one.
What is it?
Vortex Warp.
What the hell is vortex warp?
Basically, I can warp someone.
Like, transport them?
Yeah.
Don't do it to me because the Jarls just told me I need to kill these two big things.
That's metagaming. He wouldn't know that.
Okay. Transport me then.
No, I just thought
There's more than one way to stop these anyway.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'll do it anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to teleport him over here. Can you see where my cursor is?
Okay, so in a vortex, Grog zaps to next to the orc, the wolf orc. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Actually, one sec, let me move. Chuck Grog can do one. Grenade.
Grenade. Estelle.
What's the deal with arrows and shooting through and round people? So if I were to go, because my plan was to go somewhere similar to where Giles is at the moment and shoot over at the orc, but obviously Grog's also there now.
Right.
Do I shoot my companions if they're in my line of fire, or does it?
The way that I normally do it is if, I mean, it's not standing in your way, but if in certain circumstances, if you were to attack through someone and you roll a nat 1, I would probably rule that you've hit him. If you want to do a targeted attack, which I know Shadia loves doing, and you know, I put an arrow through his eye, I would expect a nat 20, otherwise it'll just be a normal attack.
Okay, so that line then, nobody's in the way. It can whisk past.
Yeah. Don't worry about all that.
You'll feel the arrow go.
I'm assuming that you're just going to arc it upwards anyway, so you wouldn't hit him in any case. If you want to do it point blank, we're talking about a different story then.
True. Yeah, we're not point blank here, so...
Point blank on a ranged attack is with disadvantage, just so you know.
Unless certain feats. I haven't got those yet.
So. Unless certain feats allow you to point blank shotgun someone with your arrow.
So I'm attacking him, but this is -5. I can't imply that on here, can I? Because I'm using sharpshooter. So
I don't know why you keep saying -5. What do you mean by -5?
So sharpshooter allows you to add 10 to damage if you take -5 on your attack. So I've got 23 on the attack, so it's 17. No, 18.
That doesn't work exactly like that.
Does it not? How does it work?
There's a feature, sharpshooter, super sharpshooter, sharpshoot. Sharpshooter. Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls. With the ranged weapon you are proficient with, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. Is that what you meant?
Yes.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you meant I take -5 and then I add +10, but it's +10 to damage, right?
Yeah, +10 to damage.
It hits.
Yes. So does a 18 hit?
An 18 does hit, yes.
Okay. So +10 to damage, plus 1d6. 16 plus a d6.
Um,
Or not?
so your arrow whistles through the air, and he's wearing this strange, like wolf-like headband, with a wolf's face emblazoned on the front, and your attack hits that band square on like the wolf emblem on it, and it smashes. And as that happens, both of these creatures crumple to dust. Still takes the damage. But these two creatures disappear.
You. But he's still there. He's not dead.
He's still there.
Let's give him an
He's
extra
not dead.
d6 then for the Hunter's Mark. So it's an extra 6 damage.
An extra, so it takes 12 in total. As
No,
you hit him,
16 plus 6.
16 plus 6, what damage?
Yes.
So what's the total?
I should do maths 22.
She drops again. Oh, she's back. That was a quick power surge.
Coming back on.
Just give me the totals and I'll do them.
22 damage. on
Because
that
I'm only
one.
seeing 6 plus 6 there.
Yeah, plus 10 for the sharpshooter.
Alright, okay, so it's 22 total. Okay, 2 total. Your second attack hits him right in the shoulder. And he says, "You don't understand. She'll doom us all." And is that your turn?
Nope, I've got another attack if you want me to.
Yeah.
Again, using sharpshooter, because why not? Probably doesn't hit. 16.
16 hits.
4. Plus. Hang on. $20 damage.
Jesus.
It's only if it hits though, but
It does hit. 16, right?
20.
No, your
12 plus
attack
2.
roll was 16 in total.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The attack was 16.
That hits. Fuck. Another arrow whistles through the air, and he drops to one knee, panting. And he says it again. Doomed us all. They're gone. It is his turn. He casts. Right. He holds his hand up and drops it down. And as he drops it, he disappears as he casts greater invisibility.
Boo.
And just with that, the chanting stops and the commotion stops. And you turn to see that all the druids kneeling in front of this newly shaped druidess standing in the center of the platform, the gem on her staff glittering. She says, "My children, you have called on me to correct an imperfection in this forest." And she takes a step forward and points her staff to the sky. And, well, the ceiling. And she says, "I will let no force harm this forest or its inhabitants. We march on this blight And that's the end of combat. Is Shardia back?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Do you hear all that? Good.
Yeah. Forewarning, it may cut out again. We don't know why, but apparently it's going to be fixed by 1:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Ah.
I want to play Diablo this evening, but never mind.
10 past 11. We'll go a bit longer. If everybody's alright with that.
Yeah,
Half
as
an
long as
hour?
my
Yes,
power.
sir.
Yeah, if my power
Yeah.
holds out, that'd be nice.
Okay, if your power holds out.
I can't get back into Foundry, so could you please kick me out again?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh no, hiccups, my greatest enemy.
It's
My
a side
weakness.
effect from the polymorph.
Yes.
D hiccup like.
You know, when you come back in, it's like, oh, Chris is a chicken now, and you're like, what?
Yeah, so before you stands this very tall druidess.
Is she completely made of vines?
I should myself.
Yes.
Would I
Eyes
have
glow yellow.
would I have any sort of druidic knowledge just from what Suri taught me? Just going through rituals and
Give me a history check then.
history. Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
Uh,
I'll take a screenshot if you
No,
want.
no, I believe you. You instantly recall a story she told you about a druidess that she met when she was adventuring in the underworld. She wasn't described as being made of vines or anything like that. But this was literally thousands of years ago, and she described a tribe where they could summon the spirit of the grove. But you recall her describing it to be quite a lot more powerful. But the ability to do that was passed down from generation to generation of the leaders of the chieftains.
Do I know if she's malevolent or benevolent?
Very much benevolent. You recall her mentioning her name, which was Fanra Amberheart, a legendary guardian of the forest.
Is everyone back, or am I close by to the summoners?
You can do whatever you want.
I'll run up to the chief druidess and I go, This is Fenrad Amberheart.
She looks at you like, how did you know that?
My teacher
Who are
told
you,
me.
or who is so wise in the ways of druid craft?
I'm the student of Suri. She visited the Underdark many years ago.
She says, Suri? I've never heard of such a person.
I'll turn to Fenra and I'll take a knee and I'll go of the spirit of the grove. My name is Andril. Would you happen to have recollection of a woman named Suri?
She turns to you. One sec. She turns to you and says, many different little ones have passed many different times through these lands. I don't recall anyone called Suri.
Andril will look quite down and say, I understand, and back off.
She says, we must defeat the enemies of this grove. We must leave immediately. We must recover the other twin.
The other twin? I'll ask her.
Sidra leans in and says, "That gem on her staff, there should be 2.
And now I imagine you're going to tell me that the dwarf has the other one.
How did you know this? Who are you so wise in the ways of druidcraft?"
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give her a withering look like, come on now.
She doesn't understand withering looks because she's not from around where you're from around. She takes it as a sign of encouragement. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna strap the door to my back again, pick the door up, strap it onto my back over the shield, and because I've seen Andrew looking so downhearted, I'm gonna say, why don't you walk behind me and talk to the door about Surrey?
Andrew will perk up and they'll go, that's a great idea, Grog.
Can I just ask, has that orc guy gone, or is he invisible?
Or
did he just
you-
disappear and we don't know?
He disappeared. It
Okay.
was his turn, and he's not there anymore.
Can we do that bit of Ted 2 where Ted hides in the teddy bears and he goes, and the fella runs over and he goes, you know what? I really like that song, and he starts singing, and then and then Ted pops out and goes, ba ba ba, just starts singing Sweet Caroline. I just want to start singing that, and then just out of nowhere, on the organ appear and go, ba ba ba. Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Stell wants to ask Sidro where Theros is, and if he's safe.
Who?
A brother.
Oh, I mean, he's with the rest of the druids, kind of looking on.
Is he a child?
Not a child, but isn't just beyond teenager, like, 18, 19.
You can put them to war without feeling too bad.
You can what?
Is there more enemies coming?
Who knows? Are you going to find out?
Dwarf. Come on, little buddy. I'll pick Ruith up and put him on my shoulder. This is where he lives now.
You and your pet people.
He's my friend.
Can I ask Sidra what she intends to do with Amberheart?
What do you mean by Amberheart? The clan or the...
Fanra. Now that she's summoned her.
It's more like the other way around. Like, what does Fanra intend to do?
Okay.
She's not taking orders from anyone.
Then I would respectfully request from Fanra how we will proceed.
She looks down at you and says, "It's not for you to worry about, dear." Really condescending. Like, her tone changed completely from the way that she spoke to Andril.
How tall is Fandra?
She's about 15 feet.
Wow, so she's bigger than me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up at her and go, just a dead low whistle and go, boy, I wish I was that big.
What language is she speaking?
Elvish.
Oh,
Not Undercommon.
Elvish.
Yes.
Oh, I can speak Elvish.
It's like tuning into a channel that you're on holiday and they're all speaking like Portuguese or Spanish, and then you
Yeah.
find the
Probably got the
BBC.
English channel.
BBC News. I'll watch this.
Love
That-
it.
Sheepishly can Grog tap Fandra and just say, excuse me, kind lady, and I'm gonna pull my necklace out. I'm gonna be like, so, kind of a collection of things. You wouldn't happen to have a twig that I could put on here, could you? Just so I can remember you.
She looks at you with like a mother looks upon a 6-year-old, and says, "Of course, little one." And she plucks a leaf from around her, and she blows into it, and it begins to glow yellow. And she says, "There you go. Now run along
I'm gonna show everyone my leaf. I'm gonna be like, give me a leaf, and then I'm just gonna put it on my necklace, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go to Andrew. Can you see that? Look, Andrew, she gave me a leaf. Just dead excited.
Angel is extremely jealous.
She pats you on the head, Grog, like pat, with a massive hand.
Grog's feet slightly sink into the dirt, and he's gonna look up and he's gonna go, "Oh, I wish I had a mother like you." And you just see one solitary tear roll down Grog's face, and then he just gets a lump in his throat and clears his throat. And he goes, says again, different time, different place, different life.
Angel's gonna ask her, Grog, can I touch it? Can I touch the twig?
It's a leaf.
Not just leaf. Please. And like Angel's pretty much begging Grog at this point. Greg.
Be very, very careful. And I'll pull my necklace back out, and the leaf got pride of place in the centre. I'll just lean forward to Andrew so she can touch the leaf.
I would like to touch the leaf and feel the sort of druidic energies flowing through it.
It crackles with energy that only you can comprehend. The leaf itself feels like silk to the touch.
Andrew looks and Grog goes, Grog, would you be willing to trade for this?
Grog looks down at Andrew and goes, but I asked for it.
Andrew just look, no, you're right. You asked for it. It's yours. And she doesn't want to spoil Grog's fun, but desperately wants a leaf.
And I'll tuck the necklace back in. And then I'll turn back to Phaedra and say, wait, what was her name?
Fanra.
Fanra. I'll turn back to Fanra and I'll just say, I'll hoist me axe up and I'll say, you point me in their direction and I'll go chop chop.
Chop chop. She says, and she starts moving. She says, onward.
Oh, she's leading the way.
She's just off. I mean, no one filled her in on the plans.
She's got the plan, hasn't she?
She is the plan.
She is the plan.
She is the plan. Okay.
So on you follow, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll trail behind, like trying to see if a leaf falls off or anything falls off, and like just try and grab it.
Did she?
As she walks, there's like almost like a cloud of leaves and spores just kind of spill from her.
I'm trying to grab a few of those leaves.
They're all just normal leaves.
Aww. Damn
it. Did you know when she was talking about the gem, Peter?
Yes.
Was she talking in Elvish so I would have understood
Yes.
what she was on about? Oh, great. Thank God. Right.
Poor Arya doesn't know what's going on.
She's just like, what the
There was
fuck?
some talking and then some dudes turned up.
Yeah, she just joined in the fight because she got bit. But no, she spotted some gems on that guy and she wanted them anyway. She's quite interested in getting them, but no, the tree lady has said that she needs it or whatever, you know, that then she's quite happy to go along with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a while of traipsing, because it's you know there are fair ways out. You kind of clear this fungal grove. And as you leave, you in the distance, especially Grog can see him. You spot a goblin just kind of leaning against what appears to be some kind of cart. He's got like a cigar.
Do they look like they've been wrestling?
No, not the wrestling goblins. No, this is a different kind of goblin. Hello, Craig.
Hi, Peter.
Just in time.
I
Yeah,
knew it. I knew it.
you come across a very cheeky-looking goblin. He's got like gold earrings and sporting a cigar and a cheeky grin.
You said he's got a cart?
He's leaning against the cart. Yeah, seems to be. Well, I'll let Craig describe.
Yeah, he's a smartly dressed goblin who wears a small fedora and smokes lots of cigars.
Ziggy? Ziggy the Ratcatcher?
And he says, "Welcome to Ziggy's Underdark Emporium, where we got everything you never knew you needed."
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
Yay!
Arya's gonna approach him and say in Goblin, "Hi, I'm Arya. It looks like the lady, is it Tamora or something? You know, the god of luck or whatever she's called.
Tamora, yeah.
Whatever she's called. Yeah. Looks like the lady Tamora's been favouring you recently. What sort of wares have you got?"
He says, "A clever goblin makes his own luck, but it's always nice when the Lady Timora smiles on you. You know what I mean?"
Sure.
He says, "What sort of things are you looking for? I got all sorts. Tell me what you're looking for."
Well, and she'll point to Grog and she'll say, like, he's quite into trinkets, and then point to Andrel and say something like, if you've got any mushrooms, she's the fun guy to talk to, and then she'll point to Giles and be like, I know trees are a bit sparse around here, but if you've got anything foresty, there's your man. And she doesn't really know much about the what is it, an elf or something? Small? No, it's not an elf.
Goblin.
A what?
He's a goblin.
Yeah.
No, not Craig.
All right.
Sarah. And she's gonna
Gnome,
point
yes.
point to the gnome and be like, and if you've got any, and she's gonna look her up and down and realise that she doesn't really know much about her and say, small things, then he or they are your person.
Them.
They them are your person. And I'm in the market for some new a new lock picking set because mine got broken recently.
He says, listen, I got the perfect lockpicking set for you. And he pulls out this beautiful little brown box and says, it's yours for just 50 gold.
Just 50 gold? Are you trying to leave me bankrupt?
He says, listen, you think you're going to find this stuff down here? This is a one-of-a-kind beaut.
Can I inspect the box?
He says, hey, ain't no touching my wares. They got too many of those shady elves down here that try to run away with my stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't have 50
He
gold,
says,
but she's gonna...
Listen. What do you got? I'll do you a deal, because you speak Goblin. You seem cool.
Fair enough. I've got and she like feels at a coin purse. I think I've got about 10 gold, maybe.
10 gold? You got any trinkets of your own we can trade?
Annette. She's not really No, she doesn't. Yeah, a net. That's probably her most disposable thing she's got. So yeah, like 10 gold and a net. That's what I've got.
He says, "Listen, girlie, 10 gold and a net ain't gonna get you much."
Couldn't all the gold that we had and the silver. Do we
We've
not
still
still
got
have
it.
that?
Yeah, but he's not getting it.
It's in
Yeah,
the
no,
bag.
I'm not giving it. Not.
What do you mean he's not getting it?
No, I'm totally not talking. Yeah.
That was a,
I might pull out a candle as well and be like, I've got this candle as well. It's a special candle. It can help you meditate.
He says, "Maybe I'm wasting my time with you because you ain't got no cash. You make no decisions. You're not the big deal like I am."
Certainly not. She's gonna.
Look, I don't know if you
watch
know,
what
but
he's
I'm
doing,
kind of a
though.
big deal.
Do you know who I am? See? Andrew has become curious to see this interaction and will waltz over and though she doesn't understand what's happening, she understands that Arya will not pay whatever he's asking. And I'll start like
He's not
nosing around his cart, like sniffing, trying to find like anything of interest, anything of the sort of infernal nature or druidic nature.
He's like, hey, watch your dirty paws on my stuff. I can
Grog.
see you, you know.
Grog's gonna lean down to the goblin and be like, do you like things that have been killed? Like ornaments, like trophies?
He says, "Ooh, what do you got?"
I'm gonna pluck the necromancer's head that I with the spine that I was wearing from me as a belt, and I'm gonna go, genuine necromancer skull?
Oh, now we're talking, friend.
I'm gonna
Let's
say
see what
to
I got
him,
in here. He
I'm gonna say-
says, how much for the genuine necromancer skull? He says, "Do you mind?" As he starts trying to like appraise this necromancer skull.
I'll say to him, and I'll look back at Arya and I'll say, I'll trade you for the lockpicking set.
Aw.
He says, I'll think about it.
And then Grog will rummage in his back pocket and pull out his last 10 gold and say, and I've got this. You can have both if she can have the pretty lockpicking set.
Let's see. Well, we'll come back to that one. He starts rolling out a mat, and there is loads of like really nice trinkets and interesting looking stuff. All of which seem to, or the majority of which, look pretty ornate and magical in nature. There's a staff, some amulets, some rings, an orb, what looks like a bag of holding, some scrolls, a couple of pets, and yeah, it's some interesting stuff, to be honest with you.
Pets. He's got live creatures rolled up in a.
Well, not in his rolled up thing, but yeah,
Oh,
he says,
okay.
"Listen, yeah, I can get pets. I know as a guy."
What have you got in the
Go on.
what have you got in the way of amulets, Fedora man?
He says, let me see. He says, "I've got this really nice piece." And he pulls out this amulet, and it looks a bit like Doctor Strange's amulet that he wears is like amulet of time or whatever it is.
Yeah,
that's the one, yeah. And I wasn't going to get into details, but yeah, it looks like that. It isn't that, by the way. And he says, "I've got this beautiful amulet of attunement, one of a kind." He says, "Listen, it lets you carry extra magic items."
Andrew's eyebrow raises that. Oh yeah, so it only does that, nothing else?
Nope, nothing else.
Not cursed or no
Nope.
funky. And then she go,
He says, "What
How
do you
much?
take me for? Some kind of crook?"
Andrew says, "What? It's not off. I mean, you're the first merchant I've ever seen."
He says, "Make me an offer. What you got?"
I will give you. And she thinks about it and hums, 30 gold.
He thinks about it like, this is a magic item. Come on, come up a little bit. Meet me about, let's say, 50. 50
40.
sweet gold.
40.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain. 45.
42.
Deal. As he extends his hand out to you.
Andrew will just dip her hand in the bag of holding, grab a fistful of coins and go, "There, and the amulet, please."
He says, "All yours."
And puts it on and goes, and turns and goes, "Look alright."
He says, "It looks sweet. I've never seen anything so beautiful."
And I have got, what have I brought, Craig?
You've bought an amulet of attunement.
I have no idea what that does.
I'll tell you in a bit.
Grog's gonna click his fingers after Andal's bought that. I'm gonna go, ooh, I know what else I've got for you. And from my back, I'm gonna pull the Sentinel shield. And I'm gonna place it down in front of him. I'm gonna be like, I'm sure you know what this is, my friend.
He says, do you mind?
Feel free.
So he picks it up and starts turning it over and pulls out a little like jeweler's eyeglass and starts inspecting it, for like hallmarks and stuff, and going around and goes, "This is a nice piece of kit. Would you like to trade?" Well, all of my items are magical.
Well, Grog's gonna turn around and go, well, as you can see, I'm a big guy. Have you got anything in there that could possibly make me stronger?
He says, "It depends on what you're looking for in terms of stronger."
Something to make me hit it just that little bit harder.
He says, "I've got plenty that'll make you tougher."
Thinking maybe, have you got any braces? Something to make me hit a bit harder? Sometimes I'm just not feeling it in the forearms. You know how it is. A big strong guy like you.
He looks around through his bag and he's like, ain't nothing that's gonna make you hit harder, friend. There's plenty of muscle there to do that work for you." He said, "But I do got this." And he pulls out 2 different rings. He says, "In one hand, I'm holding the ring of invisibility. And in the other one," he says, "this is the ring of ultimate defiance." And this one sits on a chain in his hand.
What the... Grog goes, I think I know what the invisibility one does. Yeah. But what's that one?
Turns invisible, right?
Yeah.
He says, the other one, he says, this gives you the power to defy any magical spell or charm that's aimed at you. Beautiful piece of kit, but that's expensive, friend.
So's the shield.
He says, listen, for something like this, I'm going to need the shield plus something else to sweeten the deal.
I tell you what, the ring and the lockpicking set for the necromancer skull, the shield, and 20 gold.
It's got to be a bit more than 20 gold, my friend.
Greg's just going to scratch his head and then he's going to pull his necklace out and he's going to go, what about a giant centipede's poison mandible?
He says, now that's a deal.
Okay, and Grog will take the one of the centipede mandibles off his necklace and he'll hand it over to the goblin and he'll take the lockpicking box and turn around and offer it to Arya and go, I got you your shiny toys. You're on mute.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Grog. That's so kind.
And then Grog's going to slip the ring on his finger.
It's on a chain at the moment.
Oh, is it? Okay, that can
Yeah.
go. I'll take it off the chain and put it on my finger, and I'll intertwine the chain that it was on with the rest of my necklace. So I've kind of got like 2 little trinkets out of it.
You got to put it on your finger, and it won't seem to go over your finger. It's a bit too small.
I'm gonna look at that. Like you to go. It won't fit.
He said, "Listen, a deal's final, friend. You got what you got."
But it's still. Grog will click his fingers and go, "I wonder," and he'll take his boot off and try and slip it on his pinky toe.
It's still too small. What? So he looks to you and to, who's he sold stuff to? Arya's had something. Grog's had something. He looks to Andro, Giles, and Sarah. What's your character called?
You're on mute, Sarah.
Estal.
He looks to the three of you and like, what about you three? Come on, let's make it a good day for trading.
Got any wine?
He said, "Wine I don't got, I'm afraid. Not much alcohol floating around down here, unless you speak to the Mycanids. They make some real mean fermented mushroom brew."
Angel's ears pick up at that and go, "Ooh."
He says, "Watch yourself, though. They're just as likely to poison you as they are to get you a little bit merry."
Which ring did Grog take?
Ring of Defiance.
Grog took the Ring of Defiance. I've still got a lovely Ring of Invisibility. A nice staff, maybe, for you, Charles. What about a staff?
Staff? What staff?
A staff. I have this wondrous staff of elemental mastery.
Elemental mastery. What's that do then?
It lets the user control all 4 elements.
What would you be expecting in terms of payment for that?
Well, I'd need this. This is probably my prized possession. It's a fairly handsome sum. You see, interestingly, as he's talking to you, his treasure chest behind him, like jitters and gibbers, and it moves, almost like it's a mimic.
What's in the chest? It's moving.
He says, "It does move. That's my pet mimic."
Ugh.
He says, "It's yours for the right price. Like anything, it can be bartered or traded."
How much for the staff and how much for a ring? Invisibility one.
He says, 40 gold for the ring, and I'd need 250 gold pieces for the staff.
Well, now it's staff then, looks like. I've got 10 gold. Do we have any in Kitty?
Yeah. Andrew will look over and turn to Giles and goes, "Giles, do you want it?"
I won't mind that ring of invisibility. Think of what things I can do.
All the things.
All
And
the things.
like a mum giving her kid pocket money, Andrew sticks her hand into the bag of holding and just gives Giles a fistful of gold.
Thanks, Andrew. And he just grabs it out, Andrew's hand, and puts it into Ziggy's hand.
Okay. Ziggy smiles widely and he's like, "You've made an excellent choice, my friend. This thing is a beauty." And he hands you the Staff of Elemental Mastery.
Oh, right then. He grabs the staff.
There you go.
What pets has he got?
He has. Are you asking him directly?
Yeah.
He says, "This is my mimic." And it like gibbers away and snatters. And he says, and also he gets a little whistle out, like a dog whistle, and blows it. And up through the ground burrows a bullet and just sits there like a bullet pup and just sits next to him.
What's it look like?
A bullet. Let me get you the artwork.
Is that the ones that have got like the weird shaped like bullet shaped heads, literally?
They look like sharks with legs.
Yep.
Let's have a look. When he shows me the artwork.
I'll post it in DnD chat.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Grog turns to.
He says, "This little fella will get you anywhere around the Underdark. I mean, he burrows after all."
How much?
He says, "Listen, this kind of transport around the Underdark don't come cheap." And he ums and ahs, and he kind of sucks on his cigar, like a bit like almost like the mechanic gasp that you get, and waits and thinks, I mean, this is convenient. 1,000 gold for this bad boy. Do you know how difficult it is to trap one of these?
But it can only take one person.
No, he borrows tunnels for you to travel through, of course. He doesn't carry you, you follow him through the tunnel.
And it's only a small one.
And be like, we can catch our own.
He says,
The nest's just down the way.
I mean, I like your confidence, but best of luck to you, girlie.
Grog turns around and goes, just, is 1,000 your final price?
What you got in mind?
Someone should tell Grog he doesn't need another pet.
I don't have any.
Maybe a
They've
mimic.
all died.
Grog turns to Andrew and goes, Andrew, can I have it? I'll give you my leaf.
Andrew walks up and goes, "Now look here, Mr. Ratcatcher, we've spent a lot of gold with you. Surely you can do a bit cheaper than that."
He says, listen. The absolute best I can do. And I mean, I'm robbing myself here, guys. Like, 950 gold. I really can't go any cheaper.
925.
Hmm.
And stares him out, unblinking.
Be my guest to try and give Ziggy an intimidation.
Oh no, Brian.
Arya's gonna help her with that by like standing next to her, folding her arms. I don't know if that gives you what does a help action.
Folding her arms menacingly.
We're Karen it.
Yeah,
we're pulling a Karen.
Okay.
No, shit.
I want to speak to the manager.
Yeah.
I want to speak to your manager.
I'll form
This
my
is
Yeah, you can,
daylight
Vincent.
robbery.
I'll form
Don't
my
know why I
arms on
went
the
southern.
side of her, like a 90s rock band.
I love it. Yeah, one at each side.
And can I give puppy dog eyes? Because I
it's
really
instinct.
want it.
Is this intimidation with advantage?
Yeah, might as well.
You don't want to upset Grog.
Hey,
Oh yes.
What did you say? 925?
yeah.
Okay, I mean, you're not 20, dear, right? He says, He looks around like at how many of you there are, and he says, okay, 925, since you've been such great customers.
I look at Grog and I go, okay. And I like start bringing out the gold and counting it very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go, is that right? That's it. How do we control this thing?
And he gives you the dog whistle.
I
And says,
pass it.
money.
Money. Wait, what? Money? Does it?
Simultaneously.
Yeah, he wants the money for the dog whistle. He says
Oh,
this thing controls him.
You. How much for the dog whistle? And Angel looks pissed.
He says, that'll be another 25 gold, please.
You hear what can only be described as an infernal swearing of epic proportions as it full of fucking 25 and then gives the 25 gold, go, please, and holds out the hand nicely.
He says, you're most welcome. Pleasure doing business with ya.
Cheeky bastard. I'll and I'll turn to Grog, and I'll give Grog the dog food. Now you have to promise that you feed him, clean up his messes.
I will. And Grug, like, in one fell swoop, scoops up all of yous, like, in just a big hug, and just gives the lot of yous in one massive bear hug, goes, I love you guys, and, like, cries. And then puts yous down, and then runs away and blows the whistle, and wants to see the bullet come over to him, and then when it does, he just starts clapping his hands.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it follows the whistle and everything, and you're in control.
Oh, and I kind of stroke it, and I go, what shall we name him? What shall we name him?
Bullety.
Oh, Bullet McBullet face.
He's got to be Bill, hasn't he? Like Bullet Bill off Mario.
Bullet Bill. Okay, I'll call it Bill. Is it only a pup one?
It's only a pup at the moment, yeah.
Okay.
It's enough to burrow you a tunnel, though.
Is it? Can we
Sweet.
fight with it?
Can you fight with it? I wouldn't recommend it.
I mean,
Yeah.
when they get to full size, I'd recommend it.
Yeah. I mean, full size bullet. Yeah, you're laughing, but while he's a pup, I wouldn't recommend it because he can also be murdered. Just in the he isn't a magical pet like some of the stuff that you summon. So yeah, I'd recommend keeping him safe.
Yes. Oh, the whistle's got to go on my necklace.
Nah.
He says, "Listen, today's been a good day of trading. I'm gonna have to go restock my cabinet."
Will we see you
thank
again?
you, Ziggy.
He says, "If we're lucky enough to cross paths again, then maybe you will, maybe you won't."
It won't.
I'll say, oh, well, it was nice to meet you, and then under my breath, go, daylight, bloody robber.
He says, now, no need for the unkind words. It's been beautiful to do business together.
Before he goes, I'm going to ask him to smile for me.
He does and gives you a really big, toothy grin with nasty, like, smoke-stained teeth because he smokes these thick, fat cigars constantly.
I'm going to put my necklace out with the big goblin fang I've got on there. I'm going to go, your teeth are much nicer than this goblin's.
He says,
that's
hey.
That's my way of complimenting you.
He says, hey, I went down a blinging stone and got my teeth did, you know? Real nice.
Grog just nodded approval.
Rills.
Yeah. He says, now, if you don't mind, and he kind of takes his hat off and there's just like this greasy goblin hair underneath, and he bows to you and then kind of makes his way on down the tunnel and seemingly just disappears within about 20-30 feet down the tunnel.
Nice.
Thank you, Thiggy.
Thank you. Does anyone want the ring that I've got that doesn't fit on my finger?
What does it do?
It's
spell defense.
But yeah, you can spell defense and against charming as well.
Is that the Ring of Defiance?
Yes.
That's the ring.
The ring of defiance, because it won't fit on Grog's finger, and I don't think it's going to wear if I just keep it round the necklace.
It won't work if you just keep it round the necklace, I'm afraid.
No.
It's a ring.
Ari's already got advantage against being charmed, so she won't receive the full thingy. But in the meantime, she's going to be like, thanks, Grog, and she's going to hand him back the 10 gold that that he paid over.
I'm going to wave it away and go, you keep it, we're friends.
Oh, but I've got more than enough.
I don't need gold, I have all of you.
Okay.
Aww.
I'll give him a little cuddle and be like, right, if you need anything, let me know then. I owe you one.
Will this ring fit on the bullet pup?
I mean, you'd have a hard time getting a ring onto a bullet pup, but I mean, you can try.
I can buy a bullet with fucking, like, magic resistance and can't be charmed by anyone else.
You can try. Are you going to try and put it on the bullet pup?
I'll call the bullet pup over and be like, with the whistle, and
Okay. Yeah, so it comes to you.
I'll put my hand out and be like, and see if it gives me its whatever it is, its claw.
It's paw, claw. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it does that. It once it works out what you want, it does that. And yeah, the ring doesn't fit on a bullet-proof claw either.
Okay, I'll give it a stroke, and I'll be like, I'm just point down so I can go back to burrowing.
Oh yeah, he's quite happy. He's quite tired though. He needs a bit of a nap, to be honest.
Grog's gonna have to carry him.
How big is it?
I mean, it's fairly sizable, like the size of a medium to large dog.
Okay, I'll carry it
Okay,
a little bit.
so you carry him. So
I'll
what
make
are
a
you gonna do?
sling.
Like have
I'll
some
make a
sort of papoose that you're gonna put?
Yeah, I'll make a sling on my back, Peter. On my back, not on my front. And I'll let it go in like the sling on my back.
Probably drape it around your shoulders. To be fair, it's got a nice long tail you can use as a scarf.
It can have like a little nap satchel on my back till it gets a bit bigger.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll offer the ring up to anyone else. See if anyone wants it. I'll say to Giles. I'll go, Giles. You. Oh no, you've got the ring of invisibility, haven't you?
He
No,
does.
Staff, did you have it, staff?
Yeah, oh, you did go for the staff. Actually, you didn't go for the ring of invisibility.
I'll hold out the ring to Andrew and I'll be like, maybe this is good for you.
Andrew will look at it and go, "Oh, thank you. Wasn't expect that." Does the ring need to go to my finger, or can I put it over my horn as decorative?
You can try.
I'll try fit it over the horn.
It seems like it would fit perfectly, but you go to put it over the horn, and it seemingly defiantly won't go on your horn.
I will put it on my finger, the middle finger.
You try put it on your finger, and you get close like this, and something is just stopping you. It's like it defiantly won't go onto your finger.
Imagine that, the ring of defiance.
I'll like keep just constantly like, "Go on there, do it."
Nope, nothing you do gets this ring to go past the end of your finger.
Everything this guy's sold us has got a fucking gimmick to it on it. Like it's not bought as seen. It's bought as seen, but with a catch.
Here's the
It
thing.
was listen. You were genuinely sold all those beautiful magic items. How dare you insinuate that these wares are not of the utmost and highest quality?
Question: does it need to be on the finger, or does it need to be attached to the body in some way?
Oh, on the finger. I mean, that's how you wear a ring, isn't it?
Ring.
Because my theory was I was gonna swallow it and see if that worked.
Well,
Because
that'll-
technically,
It'll end up
Hmm?
passing by a ring at some point.
Oh dear. Oh, we don't have identify anymore, do we? I was gonna say maybe we could
don't.
identify these fucking.
I don't.
Oh.
Can I try and put on my amulet of attunement?
Yeah. You need to attune to it.
No.
Fuck off, Craig.
Oh, I want to find a door.
Oh, Craig's having too much fun with this.
Look at your face.
You need to attune to your amulet of attunement.
God damn it.
Oh.
It does give you an attunement slot, though.
Oh, what was it? Amulet of attunement.
So is it a slot for a slot's sake?
You
Oh,
have to use the slot to attune to the amulet that gives you a slot.
Oh, for what a fucking piece of shit.
Has it got gems on it? Is it shiny?
I mean, it looks beautiful.
Oh, Craig, I knew that this was going to be a catch. Your buy's got a catch to it.
Not everything.
Oh.
There's some genuinely magic items in there. You just weren't interested in those.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh.
I attuned to the ring of amulet of attunement.
Well, there you go. Now you've got an extra attunement slot. How do you feel?
Hurt and ripped off,
but it looks pretty.
but it looks good. I'll take it.
Yeah, swag. You look sick.
Druid swag.
+1 swag points.
Can't fight with them.
You've been
Andrew-
waiting for this, Craig, haven't you?
Goddamn Siggy.
Let's have a look at this stuff then.
Yep. So the staff of elemental mastery does indeed. It requires attunement, like the amulet of attunement. But as an action, at will, you can create fire, you can produce wind, you can move earth, and you can make things moist.
Look at the staff.
It's a stick, isn't it?
Huh? It genuinely does all of those things.
No.
So a stick, you can dig a hole, you can set it on fire, you can waft it around to make wind. I thought, is that is that it?
It makes a cool sound when you fling it around.
The staff's gonna be like,
I
don't
love
mock it. Water's precious here.
How do you
No,
need to check a lock?
You have to attune to it to know that what it does first. I'm not giving you the full details. It does do all those things.
Oh,
It does.
oh, if only I had that amulet.
Yeah, if only you had a
Yeah.
spare slot to attune it with, right?
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
How do
You
you
like-
check your lockpicks?
Yeah. Can I do? I don't need to attune to them, do I?
No, not at all. Yeah. So, what are you doing with it?
I'm checking the quality of it. You know, I've seen.
Okay,
a few
yeah.
matching sets.
The box
So,
is locked.
The box is
Yeah.
locked.
oh, that's not about
Fuck off!
I was gonna say, do you need to break into the box to get the fucking lock?
Oh, God.
Oh, that is seriously right.
Yep.
She's just gonna slam the box down on the floor, like break it.
Okay. I'll let Peter decide whether it's breakable or not.
We're just slamming it down on the ground now.
Yeah, she don't give a shit about a fancy box. She just
How
wants the
dare
tools
you.
inside.
Just slamming it on the floor does nothing.
Oh. Grog, can I borrow your axe, please? Or can you, but be careful. Just axe at the side.
Do you want me to try and break it open first?
Oh, yeah, that's probably better. You're stronger than my -1.